And that music's finally out of my ears. Hooray!
What do you mean the music's finally out of your ears?
The music from my stream. Leave me alone. It goes.
Ah.
It gets ignored. It's only meant to play when there's ads, so it's fine. Yeah, we are back at it with another Tales of Lost Souls D&D session. I will be your DM today, Demon. I am joined with, in no particular order, because I've already forgotten what order they've actually joined with VC, we have Katron.
Sup, everybody? Katron from Katron Universe here. If you want to view my perspective of things as a player, head over to my stream, Katron Universe Live. Yeah, that's about it. I'm about to die.
Yes, you are. We have Nez.
Greetings, everyone.
We have Omega.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Ah, going with a different language. Nice.
My God, being fancy.
Hold on, let me pull up the translator.
Nice.
And last but not least, we have a Chaos bringing his chaotic antics.
Oh, hail demon supremacy, everyone.
We won't.
Hell, demon supremacy.
We won't be joined by Sage today as they're feeling a bit under the weather. But they might be like in a chat and they might say hi if they're up to it. But we're hoping they get better soon. So last session, because one of our players that is here now wasn't here. We continued going throughout the sunken, I guess, underwater dungeon. At least this part of it is. Well, it technically always. This dungeon's weird, man.
You say that as if all dungeons aren't.
True. And you ended up destroying an octopus along with some sharks. Until you encountered a very, very big and buff shark, which resulted in
Resulted in a loading screen.
in one of your players being knocked unconscious.
Oh no! Anyway.
Now, we have the turn order from last time, but we don't have some people. So we will quickly add them to the turn order, get them to roll, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Okie dokie.
Welcome to the party, Mechanical Man. As you'll see, we're alone here.
Yes, and you're facing a big guy here, which is...
Yeah, I can kind of see him.
Kinda. You can obviously see him.
I can see his tail, and that's about it.
Why does
That's
it look
right
like he's already dead?
He's
Are we fighting an undead shark? Is that what this is trying to tell me?
No, it's the way that it's floating.
Yeah.
It's even got its eyes closed.
It's giving us
Hang on, let me. How do I see it?
It's taunting us.
Where is the thing? Why aren't you working as intended?
Welcome back to technical difficulty.
I know.
Oh, do I need to redeem my points to get that playing?
Shoes. Yeah, and if I reactivate it, let's go. Okay, so turn order for some reason doesn't want to show to stream. And I forget which module.
You can always just right click it, can't you?
I use a special thing for it. So I don't have to actually, drag screen out comments, but here it is. How do I...
What do you mean you don't have to drag? You don't have to drag anything.
You know what? I mean, like, just follow you guys on that screen. Config. Save. It's not gonna work as intended. But that's fine. Let's get that started. And
I guess you have to get a pen and paper and remember it the ordinary way.
well, I can still see it. They just can't. Bahaha. But yes. Anyway. Uric.
I think it's like slapped with every disability.
Yeah, I just clicked unconscious and also immediately give me prone and incapacitated as well.
That makes sense.
That does make
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Obvious. Do you want to make your first death saving throw?
Hang on, wait. Oh yeah, I'm at top of the initiative. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why I got
You forgot?
yeah. So click the little skull in your character sheet for it to roll automatically for us.
Roll. Oh, that's not good.
That is going to be a fail.
Well, at least it wasn't a 1, but it was right next to that 20.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna. I don't mind the natural 20 bringing people up, but having a nat 1 instantly killing someone. I don't
Yeah,
like that.
that was the reason why I wasn't sure why Nat 20 would bring someone up anyway, because it doesn't
Yeah.
really make sense that a 20 is a lot stronger than a 1.
So
I mean, a lot more. It gives people the ability to have a comeback.
yeah, like
It
I
does,
I
but
understand.
then people like Chaos come around and get 3 Nat 20s on all death saving throws, and now it doesn't matter to them.
Yeah. So on that topic.
I mean, it
Only
makes sense for his
two.
character, right?
I only had 2, thank you very much.
On that topic, I'm not going to stop the because it's space rules. I'm not going to affect the nat 20 bring someone up. But if you keep falling down to 0 HP multiple times, you will take a level of exhaustion, and it will continue to stack.
Yeah, I
feel
can
like I have to
definitely see
ask-
that. Yeah.
How many times?
We will see how that goes. I highly doubt we're going to get it, but at this point, I'm just going to set it to 10.
Yeah.
So going down 10 times to get a single level of exhaustion.
You'd have barely any blood left, but
Yeah. I mean, there
I mean,
is a ruling of like, if a character is revived, the DC of his saving throw goes up by 1. So it's
Yeah, I feel like-
normally 10 or
feel like-
higher.
Yeah,
If
see,
you
I
get
feel like
revived,
that's
it's 11 or higher. Yeah.
I feel like that's a touch harsh. If anything, I'd say like an exhaustion level every 2 times you go down or something. So I feel like each down and come back up is like half an exhaustion level.
Yeah.
Because that still does give some leeway.
again,
Yeah,
it's going to be
that's
it's going to
true.
be something we adjust because I've never had to do the exhaustion if you fall down multiple times before. So it will be a new kind of ruling for me anyway. So it will be something we adjust as we go. But I'm not going to do nat 1 on death saving throws insta death. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no, that's a bit too hard.
If Foundry automatically does that, I'm just going to override it. That will be a hit.
Yeah.
I mean, you've at least had the, I guess, the pleasure of knocking players out.
Yeah, a few times actually.
I wasn't. I wanted to increase the difficulty of.
Well, as long as you're me, then
doesn't
the
matter.
difficulty's fine. You just keep coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, you have advantage on death saving throws.
And he's gotten
Breath,
20 every
breath,
single time. Maybe he needs to go down one and test out.
I'm alive!
And then it immediately turns around.
Sacred.
Hang on, wait, I have the soundboard exactly for this.
They got a natural 20, so they succeed.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh my
Funny thing
god!
is, that was Mushu.
What?
So that sound clip came from Mushu from Mulan, which is very apt.
I didn't even hear it.
It was live on Discord.
I'm on Discord.
Pack tactics
it
wouldn't
depends
work
if
here,
you
would
have certain things muted or not.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Can I not? Can I get rid of that?
Get rid of what?
Can I change that? The chill touch. I want to change it.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Then I will disregard it.
Thanks.
I mean,
I thought the shark was right there in front of.
If it was
sorry.
something that costs a thing.
I forgot the shark was right there in front of Monoshorat.
I mean, typically, I would allow you to take back a spell if nothing was wrong.
Yeah. Because sometimes, especially in Foundry, because sometimes when you're trying to read a spell, it will just prompt. So yeah. They
Was that
succeed.
it? Oh, no. Damn it.
Oh no! Wait, hang on. Okay. No, just standing here. Standing here, realize.
Standing here, I realize.
This is a
Wow.
thing that will.
I am self-still as a kill,
Yes, I'm quite aware.
so I'm just gonna on top of Ulrich pretty much, and I'm going to cast.
Hey, pocket healer.
Unless I don't have a spell slot, which
Got
we're
it.
about to find out. Where's my spells? Okay, I still have spell slots. You're good.
You should have, when you weren't here, it should have prompted you for a long rest, which I should have done for you. So you should have your spell slots.
Oh, would you want me to quickly add the long rest thing to myself?
Yeah, so hold on a moment. If you want to do, like, apply long rests to you and your other character, because you did technically miss out on that because you weren't here. And you've been stealthing through the entirety of this. And then just lose a level 1 spell slot from it.
Okay. There you go.
Because it was meant to have done that for you while you weren't here. I don't know why it didn't, but...
Oh well. Yeah, but you got 11 hit points back.
That will also result in your stealth
Remove
disappearing.
Yeah, understandable. Just checking something else. That's an action. Never mind, I can't do that right now.
No problem.
So that'll be the end of my turn. If it wants to attack me, it has to attack Ulrich as well.
Damn you.
No. It sees the plump, lovely looking meal right in front of it. So it is going to attack your shore rat.
Those are not words I'd use to describe a rat.
Well,
Won't
it's
you
not
I mean, you're
appetizing.
not the one trying to eat it now, aren't you?
And it will be a successful hit.
No. Monoshorat.
Don't worry, he's tanky.
But I got minimum damage.
You rolled 3 once, damn.
That will be the end
How
of
much
turn.
damage?
You took 9 damage.
9. Gotcha.
I've reapplied it.
Okay.
Yurik, it is now your turn. You
Once
can-
again, I live.
Yes, you will have to use
Belong.
a bit of your movement to actually stand up. Well, I would say stop floating.
Yeah, I'll use half my movement to get unprone.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Oh, I
so
forgot about
take
that.
step. Oh wow, his tail is now included in this. Okay. Yeah, so the tail sticks out of the his square, which is funny.
Yeah.
No, we can't target him if we attack the tail.
Too bad, bitch. The tail's mine. Nah.
Get it alive,
You mean
boys.
owls?
Let's do this. Because of its size,
It would be
I
flanking.
will... Yes.
That will be
50.
a hit.
Ah, lovely. I love this bit. Yep.
But are you going to draw its attention again? That's the question.
It depends on if it wants eating or if I kill it fast enough.
It's...
Offhand attack.
And that'll be a
10.
miss.
Damn it. Yeah, it looks like that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Nessa.
Okay. Does its space take up its model space or the target space?
Target space. So it has that square around it. That's the squares that it takes up.
Yeah, so it's a 3x3 by it, then a 3x4.
Yeah, so coming in like this and then moving down like this is no attack of opportunity. Correct?
It's not because you're still within its range.
Yes, you're still
Yes,
right.
I'm asking because its model looks like it does go over it. That's why I was asking.
It is the square. So if you hover over a thing, the square that lights up indicates the area that it is standing in.
Okay, because its model is bigger than that. That's hence why the question.
That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. That will be a hit.
Okay, so it's a movement. That's an attack. That is the end of my turn.
Chaos.
Okay, let's see how badly I'll fail this time around. Yeah, the only thing I can do is Sacred Flame without getting too close.
And it will succeed.
That reminds me, I need to remove Sacred Flame off my thing because I've done the inspection I did from it.
That spell can't be an attack spell. Too close. Wait,
It can't
Unless
be
if it's a melee
ranged
attack.
attack spell.
wait. Because of flanking, would that neutralize the disadvantage?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So you would
Yes.
have a normal roll.
Yeah. So you
I
get
guess-
advantage because of flanking, but disadvantage because you're within 5 feet making a range attack.
But I'd
I
also
mean,
get
if you're-
advantage from pack tactics.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
It is
They
still a
would
So
normal
what
roll.
happened there?
It is still a normal roll. It does. You. So how advantage works? You either have advantage or you have disadvantage. If you have one or the, if you have both, it becomes neutral, no matter how many. Because you
Okay.
technically only always have one advantage or one disadvantage on a roll. That will be a
Okay.
miss.
No, I also can't say I've looked up if ranged can get flanking. Never actually looked that up.
I mean, range can't get flanking normally unless if you're in flanking range, which is 5 feet.
I mean, I'm used to that being you get an AOP and you also don't get flanking.
If you
But
want to
that's all
search it up,
it is.
if you want to search it up, why it's not your turn, let's go ahead.
Because that would be
Okay.
really helpful to know.
Yeah.
I don't get flanking here, would I?
It's a large creature. Flanking for me meaning being one of these. So no. Unless if you
Okay.
move your character to one of these 2 squares. But it's just still defender's turn.
That is a hit.
Yeah. Ooh. 3 damage, minimal. And a kill is going to do something smart. Go
You can do that.
over. Yes. Go over here, and I'm going to cast one of my spells I haven't used yet.
Ooh.
Reveal. I'm going to cast Reveal. Tackle. Wait.
You have a nerve light a creature in a.
That's not being missed.
So you just want to color the creature?
Because attacks made against the creature is made with advantage.
Ah, so we don't need to be in flanking.
I see.
It creates. It's illuminated by 10-foot radius, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet. On a critical hit, its speed is reduced by 20 feet instead.
It says the first attack made against the target is with advantage.
Ah. Well, either way, I missed, so...
No, either way you hit.
Oh. 13 hits?
Yes. It doesn't
well,
have.
whoever hit
It has natural armor class and a shit ton of HP.
Ah, okay. So yeah, it is now revealed. Next attack is with advantage.
Before we go on, to show that it's been hit with reveal, I'm going to do. We'll go.
It's a glowing shark.
That's what it does. It aligns a creature with light. Now, it's going. So, how much intelligence does the creature have? Doesn't have a lot, so it's going to go off its instincts and go after what it thinks is the most dangerous in the area. So what I'm going to do is...
Okay, so the quick things that I can find that say it's a horrible option, but yes, you can technically flank using a ranged weapon if you follow the same requirement.
Hey, why is it looking at you, not Rick?
God fucking damn it!
I spinned my mouse, so whoever it landed on, that's who it's going after.
I'm gonna get downed again, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, and I
Almost
also
lucky, yeah.
remembered, if you've taken damage, it gets advantage against you.
Yeah, but also, interestingly enough, I'm assuming Monsieur Rat doesn't have a melee weapon,
No, he does not.
then he wouldn't be providing flanking.
Wait, no, he has bite. Does that count?
That's not a weapon.
It's a natural weapon by classification.
It has to be a melee weapon. A natural weapon does not count by the rules of the game.
Oh great, look at that, I'm unconscious again.
Then martial rat does not give flanking.
He doesn't give flanking, but he does get benefits from it, which is weird.
So, death saving throw again, huh?
So martial rat can roll with flanking, but Catron can't.
Technically, yes.
Good to know.
That is so weird.
Yeah, that is bizarre.
Can I get a death saving throw? I left it to chance. Your character was just where it was facing.
That's a success!
Success! Woohoo!
For now.
Shush you.
Val.
Okay.
Your first
Well,
attack
we
will
all
have
know-
advantage.
Wow, I'm gonna be the one using that, huh?
If you hit it, yes.
Ooh.
Well, if you go to hit it.
Okay, well, I might as well. I've been using this the entire time. Well, okay then. Is it a choice for if I consume it to get the
Nope.
bonus?
First hit. First attack against the
Okay,
creature.
well, I'm not going to sit here and do nothing, so unfortunately, that does mean I would be consuming it.
And the light
Okay.
drop to white to indicate that. That will be a hit. And now it will just glow.
Until concentration is dropped.
No, until Anki's turn.
You know, I'm gonna do something real. Probably
Stupid?
real. Yeah, probably real stupid. Okay, so I'm gonna get more use out of my my nice halfling nimbleness feature.
Keep in mind you have half movement.
Yeah, it hits space on the wrong one. It's supposed to be one square across. But hold on.
You
Let's just
can
let it go. Yeah,
click
I know
escape.
I know that I'm there.
You can click escape.
Oh, indeed I can. 5, 10, 15, 20. Now that is within the half movement, because I already have reduced movement and all that from my armor and all that. Unless you only want me moving 15.
No, I said you can move as much as the others could move.
Okay, so that doesn't provoke, and I'm now giving flanking to the steel defender. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about Ulrich at this moment, though.
Okay, let's see.
Don't worry, the fairies got me. Hopefully.
Should I switch places with Monsieur Rat, do you think?
I mean, Monsieur Rat is a long-range caster. So, getting you in front of Monsieur Rat would be for the best.
Yeah. Can I do that switch now? Or just move myself forward and then Monsieur Rat back once? Once it's their turn.
Technically, that could work because you go right after each other.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
I would say
Something else bizarre.
it's a bit of a grey area. Yes, you go right after each other. However, I would have to say it would use both of your movement. If you like, you'd use movement for both your characters. Additionally, Monsieur Rat would take attack of opportunity.
Yeah. That's fine. Monsieur Rat's tanky. Somehow.
That,
It will
Nah,
use
Charcoal's not
5 feet of movement for both characters. Are you okay with that?
I am. It's not like I'm going anywhere.
I will first do the attack of opportunity because the creature is just going to do that because it thinks its meal is getting away.
There's another real bizarre thing about flanking in 5e. You cannot do it with a reach melee weapon.
No, you can't because.
Oh, wow.
Wait, you can't? Hang on.
No, because reach means you're not adjacent to the enemy.
Is not
Yeah,
that
that is true. Yeah, it's all
Which
about
is-
placement when it comes to flank, but when it comes to reactions of movement, reach is great.
Would shield
Hey,
not have been
guys.
allowed as a reaction to that?
Shield,
Yeah.
You should be able to use shield for that since it's a reaction.
I will tell you this now. Because of how high I rolled, I didn't even consider shield compared to your armor class.
Shield would have made Monsieur Rat's armor class 17.
I got a
You-
23.
You
Oh,
allowed
yeah,
me
yeah,
to
but-
use shield when the enemy critically hit me, though.
If it saves you, 100%, it's not going to
But
save you though.
a critical hit's a guaranteed hit anyway. Like, shield isn't going to save me from that.
Okay,
Yes,
so
but
Monsieur Rat doesn't get to move?
he's in the process of movement, so he'll be able to finish his movement from a momentum.
Okay. So I'll move up then.
Oh no, the emergency food, it's dead.
And due to... Would this count as advantage with flanking? No, wait, no.
No, he's
Patron's
unconscious.
normal.
That will be a hit.
Yay, my first damage!
I did try and say you're taking an attack of opportunity. It has downed Uruk multiple times. Use the corridors, they're there for a
That's the end of
reason.
mine. Monster Rat will roll death saving throw.
He would be taking his movement now, technically, so no.
Yeah. Okay. So just skip him.
Yes.
Alright, well. Not much else Still Defender can do here, but attack with advantage. Because of flanking.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20!
Hell yeah.
Please roll me
Hey,
some
nice.
critical damage.
17.
Nice. It's still swimming though.
My turn. Concentration will be dropped because the spell ends. Break concentration. Now, you're lucky I like. You're lucky, Rick. You're lucky you're useful.
Wow.
I think Ulrich's lucky you got a free long rest like right before the fight.
Yeah. You're getting a heal.
No, the smallest amount of damage ever.
Hey, I said I'd heal you. Not that I'd get
Hey.
you back to full.
In 5e, the only healing that matters is the last one.
Oh, so true.
There's no such thing as
That's
negative
cool.
hit points anymore.
Big shot's turn. What's it gonna do?
Spin, 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 spin,
I
spin.
swear to God, if it lands on Ulrich again. Oh no!
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's meant to be a tough fight. I do give you ways to make it easier. You've just entered the room.
Yeah, fair. Ulrich, do not
Yeah.
engage.
Or alternatively, engage, bonus action disengage, run away.
That-
Yeah, but I'll be halving the movement that is already half, so I won't be able to move anywhere.
because of how you're technically how you're technically floating in the water, I believe I did say it would take 5 feet.
Oh yeah, that is true.
stabilize
So I
yourself.
have 10 feet of movement instead.
Yeah, because getting up from prone.
Oh. Yeah, going up from prone is half my movement, so from 30 down to 15.
And then half movement because of the terrain.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
half
the
of
game was-
15 gives me
11.5.
5 feet of movement.
Which, if the DM wants to be harsh, there would be 5 feet of movement.
No, you'd go down to 15 and then you'd lose 5.
So I only have 10 feet of movement, which is nothing.
Hey,
But you
Okay.
can't disengage
Well-
and not be in melee range anymore.
That is true. Actually, wait a minute, I'm a swashbuckler. I get that for free when hitting him.
so, why haven't you been doing that?
Because I keep on forgetting.
Because you keep
there's a
on
lot more
one-shotting things.
That's also true. Sure. I'll use my 5 feet of movement, get up from prone, and then attack with advantage.
That's a hit.
One hit. Definitely gonna be.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. With my swashbuckler feature, I can definitely be moving without triggering prone, so I can offhand attack him, and then move without stuff.
I would have
Besides.
just moved and used your bonus action as a dash. But okay, that's a miss.
Yeah. Anyway, with that, down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh.
it's finally getting close.
Yeah, we're finally getting to it.
The water is
Now-
also starting to become bloody.
Uh-oh. Well, now it's a nice, tasty advantage of due to flanking. Let's see if I can roll any better. Oh my god, there we go.
Please roll me
Oh,
some
natural 20!
critical damage.
That's what we needed to see. Okay, that dice wasn't too good. But still, that's double digits. I'm participating.
You're participating! Yay!
Yeah, I don't see a reason to move anywhere, so that's the end of my turn.
Another reason why not to get out of flanking.
I mean, I even said, yeah, it's probably a stupid move, but giving two people, or myself and someone else flanking, to down it easier or quicker.
So how are you liking the tough battles so far?
Giving it 3d 10 points of damage is criminal.
Mm,
Hey, that's...
I mean, honestly, I probably would have settled for, say, a multi-tack and have it do like 2d6 or 2d8 per hit.
Hey, this is actually a default creature. I haven't touched anything to do with its damage.
Oh shit, really?
Yes.
Yeah, my players are also learning that on Thursdays when enemies now have 4 dice worth of damage.
I believe it's... it's meant to be a tough, feels like deadly kind of encounter. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't wait to
Oops,
throw
I rolled
in...
damage again. Sorry. I keep doing
why do you
that.
keep rolling the hit?
I don't know why I
Okay,
keep doing the wrong thing.
Actually, I can't wait for the tier 2 of the other enemies to have
Please roll
4
me
attacks
a
and
dev
do 2
saving
dice
throw.
per hit.
That is a success.
Yay.
That was nearly a nat 1.
Yeah, only that if only that was a nat 20.
If I,
Again.
Still defender's turn.
So, disengage.
Coward.
No,
Yes.
here's a strategy. It forces forces the shark to move about, and also enters you.
It'll,
more
it'll
into
force
room.
it'll force the shark to either hit me or the other squishy person to the north.
Oh.
So,
Like it hasn't given chase.
Why do you think I'm calling him a coward? I don't want to get hit.
disengaging is
If
an
it does
action.
give chase, it gives you 2 attack of
Disengaging
opportunity,
is an action.
unless you're rogue.
So, to kill, I'm gonna fly through and check something. Where is it? There it is. Right, it's a bonus action. So, I'm gonna, down to here. I'm going to then crossbow.
Right over my shoulder. I see how it is.
That is a hit.
Damage. Damage. 7 damage. And then, eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Why not?
Nolan, you're getting a funny thing to happen to you.
Oh no.
You're getting a sanctuary, so you don't take damage. Actually, wait, which one of you is on lower health?
If you're gonna cast
You're on.
Sanctuary, I would put that on Chaos.
Fine, Chaos. Chaos, you're getting a fun.
Thank you.
There we go. And I will End my turn.
Do you want, we'll be going around in a circle. Let's go to the other side.
Man, this time it's not spinning around like a roulette.
I
Aw.
mean, it doesn't know. Hey,
Well,
it
I've
doesn't know
killed
that chaos.
someone here. I've killed someone here. I've done
Technically, you
this
haven't-
side. I need to do this side now. Like,
Technically, you haven't killed anyone. I'll have you know.
well, I've unconscious people around, but I've attacked in
feigned it.
all four corners but this corner. So
So what you're saying is, then if I go behind chaos, I'm perfectly safe because you've already attacked that direction. I see what you're throwing down.
Also, by all accounts, the shark doesn't know that he's glowing, and it's not going to choose to not attack this phase it's already attacked.
Also, on that note, I don't know if chaos is within the 30 feet for you to cast Sanctuary on him. Thinking about it now.
Oh wait, yeah, it's 30. Wait, what?
that's 35.
35.
That's 30.
Ah. So yeah, never mind. Let's move to you now.
Aw.
Oh,
You were in the 30 feet.
I'm still might as well do all cardinal directions of this goddamn shark square. So
Okay. Well, I guess it makes a wisdom saving throw before the attack roll, I guess.
Yep.
That didn't roll for me. It slid.
do you know what? Your sanctuary may have saved the day.
It did.
May. Because it can technically, because someone else is still in its range.
Yeah, it just switches attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot that about sanctuary.
See, that's why I was saying you should put it on chaos if you're in range.
Yeah, well, unfortunately,
Sorry, mate.
No, you're not.
I'm not sure.
And another one bites the dust.
Indeed, it does.
Jesus.
Oh no.
God.
Doing too well here, are we?
What do you mean? It's almost on that magical number. I'll give you that.
So
It's still
almost at
69 health left? What?
I think he's talking about the other meme number that we keep landing on.
Alright, 420
20?
hit points left.
Oh, yeah.
I
So,
can
um,
see it.
so is this going to be a TPK?
No.
Hopefully not.
Yes.
Okay, your turn. Go for it.
I hate this. I hate this.
Do you have a ranged attack?
No. Do you know what? I can do something though.
You
I can move
taunt it.
here and here. That's my 10 feet. Bonus action dash. Meaning that I have another 15 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So that'll be 20 feet of movement.
Yeah, and the great thing
main
about 5e is that you can halfway move, attack, and then continue your movement if you're trying to get flanking that way.
Yep.
That will be a hit. Please roll me some damage.
Dude, my screen.
Ah!
Oh God. Anyway, so
See,
who's healing the
I could do tough
Wonderful.
encounters.
Never again.
See, I was half expecting it to try to attack me, have the thing go off, and be like, shrug, well, I guess I'm going after the next person that, and it's just move south one.
Yeah.
No, it's the next creature in range without moving.
Yeah, but it would have its movement after that.
Yeah, that is true.
That would have been like a touch on the scary side.
Oh shit!
So anyway, who's healing the dead?
Who has potions and who doesn't?
No,
I-
that guy got For now, I've got them if we're going to be leaving immediately after this.
Are we
got
leaving? We're
nothing.
going back home now?
Okay, so never done this in Foundry before, but okay, innate spell casting, shabam.
Oh,
Oh, the game's paused and I can't move. Because at that point, I would be going up to past Moonshore Rat, and then this is the thing I've never done before. Consume item use, spend 1 use. That's going to use more than 1 use, but we'll see how it goes. There shouldn't be a roll on this.
It's built in
How
to
much-
use touch of. Your blessed
Yeah.
touch can heal wounds, so your roll should do the healing part.
Okay, well the roll did nothing.
there's no rolls for lay on hands. It's just how many of your points do you use?
Well, it used 1 point, and that's all it uses, unless I spam the button over and over
You
again.
have a
I believe
healing
I have
power
to
that
use
replenishes when
5
you take a long
points.
rest. When you have that pool, you can restore total number of hit points equal to your power level times 5. As an action, you can't touch it and draw power from the pool to restore a number of hit points to that creature up to the maximum amount remaining in the pool. Finally, you can spend 5 hit points from your pool of healing to cure the target of 1 disease or neutralize poison. So,
I'd be expending 5 points to heal Monsieur Rat by 5 points, and leaving 5 in reserve if we really need a disease or poison removed. But the only way for me to actually do that is, okay, do this. I'm now down to 8. Do it again. I'm now down to 7.
you can just add it up.
Okay, it's the reverse way of what it normally is. If I just set that to 5?
Yep.
Okay.
And that means they heal 5. Go right.
Okay, so it doesn't roll. So yes, each time I use that, I will have to edit my character sheet in by itself.
Fair enough.
Right, well, we're just doing some healing stuff. Might as well just do my repair. So, 8 hit points back. Also, will I lose bloody condition? Anyway, so what's this chest in here?
It's a chest.
Can I open it?
You can.
Ha! I beat you to the looting.
I'm not
So-
gonna go near it.
Let me get up the loot sheet. You should be able to see
You're not
the...
fair.
Okay. In the loot sheet, which is the loot that you get from here.
Can you look in the chest loot?
It's in the journals.
Journal, right. Loot.
So does it only have potions in it, or are you like slowly adding
I'm
something?
slowly
or-
adding it because I wasn't expecting that fight to be as bad.
Okay,
we
so I
got some
will.
spells.
I will
Who
wait
wants
for
his healing
with
potions?
it. I mean, I'll gladly take some because I've had to use a couple. Well, technically, someone else had to use some on me, and I've replaced them with my own.
Oop, let's get some alchemy supplies.
And then it is...
Every time you add something to that, it overrides what I'm currently looking at.
Yeah.
That is a finish.
Right. So yeah, you
Fish
can take
Sage,
those,
thank you for the follow.
you can take those potions. How many of us are there?
And for the drink.
Well, I don't necessarily want all of them, but wouldn't mind like
As many as
replacing
you-
like 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, you can take some if you want. I'm just checking how many there's.
I think if I
One,
hit the
two.
take button, it'll give me all 5.
No, I'm pretty sure you can.
Try it. If it does, we can just edit it later.
Okay, let's see here. I have a
But
quantity.
you can edit it.
Okay, never mind.
Um,
Okay, so I can't just.
yeah.
Bam.
Should we split
You
the
have requested.
platinum and gold? Should we
Have I
split
gone
the
back up?
platinum and gold?
Okay, those potions of healing don't stack with my current ones, but yes, it did work.
Nice.
I want to keep asking. Should we split the platinum and gold?
Platinum and
Ideal-
gold. I'm just gonna throw it into the group cache. That can
Yeah,
then be
ideally-
sorted out later.
Yeah, ideally we would throw that in like the shared thing, so we can actually evenly split it out at the end, rather than we have to work out the split on each and every single piece of currency that we pick up.
Right.
Yeah, that is true.
What is my thing doing? Is not updating.
I mean, if no one else wants the potions, I can hold on to them.
My thing just broke. I can't move at all.
Oh no.
And it's not my internet this time because otherwise I'd be kicked in the coal.
I can move.
Things
I can
happening.
also move.
There we go. We're back.
Hey, welcome back.
Is there anything
Alright.
noteworthy on the bell itself? Like inscriptions or anything?
On the bell itself, so you know, as a reminder, I will put it in the description. It has.
Well, unless I loot it, I can't see the description.
Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. It has a couple of sharks on it.
So it's a bell that calls sharks to you.
Or it just has sharks on it.
If I take it, is it going to show up as a magical item?
Do you ring it? Will it in Tiberius appear?
I spelled things wrong, but that's fine. You never know.
Anyway,
We'll never know, will we? Cracks fingers, ring ring.
Oh!
Who has alchemist supplies or can use them?
You're the only one that would be able to use them.
No, I don't have that.
What doesn't get taken here, I'll throw it into the chest/loot section.
I mean, in theory, I could, it would be a stretch use of it, but I could basically use it alongside, like, healer's tools and kits and all that, and, potentially make potions. Well, that's a stretch the DM have even allow that, because alchemy is typically poisons.
Well, I'm just going to take it for the time being. I guess I took the bell by accident.
Yeah, she took the bell.
Oh well, I guess I have to go now as well.
That's
So I haven't heard anyone say that they want the potion.
Yeah, you can take it if you want.
Yeah.
Do you want me to take all 5 that's left?
Actually, could I have one?
So
Why am I-
chaos. When you
If
move
you don't have
through here, you feel yourself
Oh.
slow down,
Uh-huh.
and your body slowly becomes transparent. Have fun.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Okay,
Is
well,
he dead?
If everyone, I guess, has dealt
so
with
you're
this,
still
then I'm
marked
just
as
gonna-
prone.
Then I'm just going to request the 2 then.
Hey
Excellent.
hey buddy, you good there?
Yeah. I'm good. I haven't felt this light in a while.
You looks.
Looks like you're
Now
fading out of
have 5.
existence, mate.
I now have 5 different items in my backpack, all called Potion of Healing, because none of them stack.
Yeah. You kind of look like you're invisible.
Oh,
You're
I'm
not.
invisible?
Kind of.
I immediately thought of Sirius Black from Harry Potter when he steps through the gate.
Oh.
Instant death.
Unfortunately, I can't see if there's magic involved here because I used all my spell slots reviving someone. Like
I
a
want
one
to step out. See
And
if
there,
that does
how
anything.
look how well that turned out.
Did me stepping out do anything?
You become normal again.
Oh, yay.
Well, this would. Well, as a scientist, I would love to investigate. Unfortunately, I can't.
Why
You
not?
can't roll an investigation?
Oh, wrong investigation I can do. I just wanted to see if it was magical, but I can't because of spell slots.
I mean, through the use of Detect Magic, no, but if the DM's graceful, you could potentially do something similar through Arcana. You wouldn't get
Can
all
I
the
do that?
details that Detect Magic would.
Yeah. Can I roll an Arcana?
You may roll an Arcana.
$19.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Wait, isn't Detect Magic a ritual spell? Hang on.
It can be a ritual spell if I remember.
Oh, frick am I?
Doesn't say ritual on the thing though.
That's a shame.
At
Alright,
least not
so,
from what I'm
what do we
seeing.
got?
I rolled a 19.
19. You have never seen or encountered anything like this before. The only thing you are aware of is it probably involves multiple schools of magic. And perhaps a bit of religion as well.
It's a religion thing.
Oh my god.
We actually bringing that here.
No.
Aren't both these campaigns just the same campaign, just rewritten differently?
Hang on.
No.
I'm looking at something. I'm looking at something here, and I don't know what this symbol means. And I don't know how to check.
What symbol?
On my Detect Magic, it's next to the concentration symbol.
Detect Magic, verbal, somatic, concentration, ritual.
Yeah,
not
it's a
that, it's-
ritual.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what that little symbol there means.
I mean,
This
I
isn't
see
free.
the divination symbol like all the way over to the left, to the right.
No, it's like not on the actual one you hover over it. It's next to it. Like, let me screenshot it so you can look at it.
Oh yeah, that's ritual
Oh.
symbol.
One sec. Let me just
I
post
mean, if you're
this
looking at it
into
from your
the-
spell slot, the if it's a cog symbol, that'd be prepared, unprepared.
So no, he's looking to where it has like the symbol of a face with a little circle in it. The symbol that you're talking about, which looks like a magic circle, symbolizes ritual.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
To the left of what time it takes to activate is ritual. Because apparently, purify food and drink is a ritual. That's nice to know.
Same with identify.
Yes, it is. And alarm.
Now, to cast a ritual, you need components.
It adds 10 minutes to the casting time.
10 minutes for every round that it will take to cast, essentially.
It's just an extra 10 minutes to cast it via a ritual, and then the spell will go off, and it takes 10 minutes plus its normal casting time as the actual casting time.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast Detect Magic then. If we're not going to be moving away from here anytime soon.
Yeah, well, that'll be 10 minutes. If we're going to be waiting for that, I'd love to take a short rest personally, in which case I can also use mending on your mechanical friend over here.
Yes, please.
Short rest?
Yeah,
Short rest.
short rest.
You only have one dice.
Alright, I can leave you a short
Yes, that
rest.
on dice sixes. That was a
Pretty sure
lot
it's
of
me.
sound effects that just bloody happened. You know, I'm probably not sitting down again.
I believe the D6 would be me because I'm a spellcaster. And a squishy one at that.
I also have die sixes, and there were 2 other die sixes.
Chaos,
being
you don't have
rolled.
any hit die, do you?
Nope.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna just don't consume a spell slot, I guess, because it's ritual casting.
No, you do
Yes,
not.
So a short rest was between 10 and 30 minutes, if I believe. So detect magic would easily go off during that.
Alright, so in this area, you can. So I'm always bad at saying which
Yeah.
thing is. So I rather give descriptions and
Okay.
like explanations of what's happening. Okay. So
Yeah.
you sense 2 types of magic here. One seems to be extremely familiar, like from a town. However, it seems to be in a higher concentration with other schools amplifying, twisting, and converting the type of energy it is producing, while also absorbing. Additionally, you sense another type of magic here, which seems to isolate your surroundings almost from external entities or elements.
Okay, that's interesting.
So, do you remember what the town was?
Necromancy, if I remember
The
correctly.
town was as if though it was suspended in time.
Yeah.
Conjuration.
Hmm.
I'm also going to delete that because that's going to
Yeah.
kill my eyes.
Yeah. And this. Hmm.
So,
And this feels the same as the magic in the town.
yes, but
Almost.
highly concentrated and as though it's absorbing and perhaps even transferring a type of energy to another area or plane.
Okay, so this is taking magical energy from here, taking it elsewhere. But it's also very similar to the magic I felt in the town. Huh. I am telling everyone else this, by the way.
Pardon?
I'm telling everyone here what I just figured out.
All good.
Well, I don't know if there's anything we can necessarily do about it.
Yeah.
I will also say, when you are doing detect magic, as I was just making sure it does this, it seems that
Yeah.
there is perhaps a very small type of object hovering in the center of this glowing mass.
Something hovering in the center. Can I just try and cast Firebolt into the where I saw the object?
You can, but it will be with
Ooh,
disadvantage.
understandable. Firebolt. Disadvantage. 13.
So you throw your firebolt into this area, this voided, and this chaotic zone. You see your fireball twist and warp as it travels, but it still seems to hit its mark. Whatever it hits, shattering, as if though it is as delicate as a petal of a flower.
I think I broke it.
You also do not sense the connection anymore.
Alright.
Additionally, you all sense a wave of energy coming rushing at you from point of contact, spreading without the surrounding area.
Okay. I think we should start heading back to the town now, because I think I just fixed it.
By breaking it, apparently.
I mean, we didn't see it before, so we might not have been able to grab it normally.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, does anyone else feel like time has just stopped?
I feel like that's happened a lot in this dungeon.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've had to go to a different screen to change some stuff.
I'm good. But
Yeah, he's just adding in all of the NPCs into town.
Oh my god, how could you tell?
Right click unhide. There we go.
That's what I'm doing, but there's a lot of
Control A, hide all, unhide all.
them. I can't fully get rid of fog either. Oh well, sadness.
a shame.
A shame.
But yeah. Should we start heading back to town?
Oh, absolutely.
Get the hell out of this.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be a clear indication of what it was we were after down here anyway.
Alright. Let's go. Unless, I don't know, you want to loot the dead shark.
I mean, I've heard shark meat is a delicacy, but
Yeah, it doesn't taste like anything.
Well, it's white meat, so it would taste like chicken.
How do we know?
Hey, all I'd say is, it's a bit bloody.
Yeah.
okay, all meat is. That's not really.
Anyway,
I mean, if you wanted a strip, I can attempt to take a strip, but
What's this?
now,
personally, I don't think it's
I mean,
really worth
currently
it.
we're in water, so we can just hold on to it and drag it, and it just floats.
Oh, cool.
no, the small doorway here, remember?
I
was
know,
that
but
in
we
the
can do it
corner?
for this layer, at least.
Sorry, I
What-
saw something that
what-
interested me. I had to click up.
Sorry, there's something over here. What was that?
That was me
No,
clicking
there's an
something.
explosion.
It was the splashing of
Okay.
water because we're taking too long for the DM.
Anyway,
I might have splashing of water.
go.
Give me a moment. I
we're
don't.
leaving. We're leaving.
Yeah, we're
Come
leaving.
on.
Now, do
Okay,
you
where's
remember
this
your way
water?
out of here?
Nope.
No, because I
Uh,
was here. Oh, wait, is this the same level as when I left?
I think so. This is
pretty
the
sure
room that
we're-
we need to get to.
No, it's this one.
Are
You sure it's that one? Because I'm pretty sure it's this one. With
No, I'm pretty sure
it
it's
being
this
right
one.
there.
I mean, let's just
No,
walk in that
I
direction.
remember.
Yeah, I can see the ladder over here.
Yeah, when you zoom in, you can see the ladder.
I'm just gonna. Unless we
And I
run
remember
into
the two
enemies.
paths coming off it were single block ones, not two block ones. Wait, before we go any
I'll
further,
go
I'm gonna roll
with-
stealth.
I believe
As you
15
like,
is
drop in
the
front of it.
minimum in this dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
For what movement?
For stealth.
I'm sure Rat got it.
Uh,
I'm not rolling stuff. I don't care.
I see.
I feel like I'm in danger.
Just a
Oh, I didn't-
little bit.
But considering that the room you're about to go into is one that we have tagged with monsters.
Yeah, again, wasn't here last time.
Yeah,
You
so why are
just
we
walked
following
into
you?
it. You just walked
I wa-
through it.
I mean, yeah, people said they
Yeah.
were rolling for stealth, so I was waiting for those checks to actually, go through.
I will be nice this time. I'm going to.
A DM being nice, that's possible.
You can come back to the group.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Oh, where is it? Come back to the group. Pick up there.
Alright, guess I'm rolling stuff as well now.
Yeah, not everything in here is dead.
Well, I kind of thought, given this party's tendencies,
They have
I
avoided
mean, here's the
half of-
thing. We almost died on a few occasions, and
Good
also we were running
night.
low on health. So yeah.
Good night. Almost good morning.
yeah, no.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
What's happening? What?
It must be like nearly morning for them, but they're just going to bed now.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a lovely sleep. Good night.
We should be safe.
Thank you for lurking as well, I guess.
Could be.
I swear if you're lying to me, we're not actually safe here.
Of course I'm not. I'm
Of
not
course
leaving.
we're not.
Oh, okay. I'm so confused. I just got here. Well, you said good night, almost morning. I gathered you were going to bed. I'm sorry.
Are we lost already?
Kusho, you're in the
Certainly
dungeon.
feels like it, doesn't it?
No, we know the way. We just need to figure out
It's
how to
just,
get there.
yeah, we're just trying to remember the path.
That doesn't have monsters.
I was
Yeah,
just
we
saying,
did a
like,
bunch
hey.
of weaving.
Okay. Hello.
Oh, hey, these guys. We killed these guys.
Yep.
I remember that.
Mm.
How are you?
You need to actually go up so you're not clipping on the wall.
That's
Yeah,
stupid.
don't find
Okay,
more
but-
god spots, please.
Oh my god, I found a god spot.
God damn it!
I think that's the way.
Yeah, so there it is.
How's the game
Oh,
going?
Yeah, we go.
there was some extreme
It's-
lag.
It's going decently well. We had
Interesting.
we had a few people go down to 0 HP
A few times.
a few times.
Anyway,
It's your first time
I'm
watching
gonna-
D&D? Well, I would say that there can be extremely funny moments. And now I need to change screen.
It can be extremely funny moments. Is that
Well,
like
it
key talk for?
depends, man.
Is that key talk for you want me to bring my other character back out of storage?
Oh, God.
hey, do you want to give Tiberius back in here?
Oh, God.
Oh, God, imagine Tiberius and my other character.
Now, I'm trying to remember where is the way out of this one.
I was just on another live. But I was so confused that I decided to leave. Fair enough.
It was this one right here, wasn't it?
Yeah, true.
D&D can be confusing, especially if you're joining in a session or a campaign late into it, because you
Was that a
don't know what's
placeholder or the
happening.
way up, you think?
Hey, we're back here
It's
now.
probably both.
So, pretty sure this is a way out.
Chaos, you want to go and check?
I don't know. Why turned it on? That's the question.
No, he hasn't turned it on.
What do you mean? It was
Oh, hey, also,
I've lost
Okay.
Monitor Rat. I've lost Monitor Rat.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, but let me up.
he can stay here. He can stay in the dungeon. This is his home now.
I've moved.
There we are.
There was like another character that looks like a turtle. I always kept thinking, is that so? They either can be a player or they don't have to be. So, do you guys want to introduce your characters again?
I mean, might as well.
So,
Who wants to go first?
I can just go down the list of players on my thing, going alphabetically.
Yeah, go for it.
So, we have... So, for our players here, we have Omega, who's playing this lovely character.
Hi, this is Akil, a sprite artificer.
Didn't realize you have a robotic eye.
It's not a robotic guy, that's literally like a monocle.
Yeah.
Then we
I have a
have...
mechanical hand.
He also has a support character, which looks like this. It can be tough getting answers about it as well, especially if you're watching it live, because a lot of D&D streamers are going to focus solely on the game and not
Yeah.
the chat.
I mean, there would be rest periods where they would talk to the chat, but apart from that, they won't particularly.
But we do it as
Sometimes we do it.
yeah. Sometimes we do it. I will try and type in chat or I'll mute in Discord to talk to chat, but I try. Now we have Chaos, who is playing. Well, Chaos.
Ringer of
I-
Tempest?
Couldn't find a picture of the character I wanted my character to look like, so I just went with one of my favorite fictional characters.
He is joined with his own support character.
A
Alright.
giant rat.
A French rat.
Ah, mon ami!
Now, we then have another player who's currently sick who plays this character, that Nash. They are a rogue fighter. Yes, he's a giant cute rat. He's also one of the tankiest characters we got.
We also need
Which
to
is
see what
also a
happens-
main spellcaster. Isn't he a wizard?
You're a
We
wizard,
also need to see what happens
Harry!
when we feed him some cake.
That's a different character. Which, getting onto that point, we also have Katron, who plays this character.
Yeah, I play as Yurik, and you can see my perspective as I am also streaming currently over Catron Universe Live. Yeah, I am a swashbuckler rogue fighter of the champion, and I basically call it my crit build.
Yes. Now, also on your topic of the rat, does he have poison effects? I believe some of his spells have acid effects at the
And I
moment.
believe poison spray is, I think, his second most used cantrip.
Yes. Also, this is Katron's support character.
Mushu!
Oh, what?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
yeah.
the chat name that one.
Yes.
Also,
He is
That's
a
on the way out, guys.
blind. What's your character's class? York.
Swashbuckler
Also rogue.
rogue fighter, while Mushu is just a rogue druid.
And then, last but not least, we have Neza playing this character.
Yes, I am the ever popular Sorkadin type of build, which is effectively a paladin sorcerer.
The tank spellcaster, the second one within the group.
Yes, although the real tough part about playing a Sorkadin is where do you want the paladin levels to stop? You get great things at 2nd level, at 5th level, at 7th level, at 12th level, and even at 15th level. But at that point, you're not really focusing on a sorcerer.
So, but yeah. And then we've had another player who I don't have currently a photo of. He's Tiberius. He was around for a few sessions until life happened.
It's like,
Yeah, part his life. He will. He's
He plans to return, but not until his hardware it gets better.
yeah.
Yes. Also, as for the why I went to it with a Sorkadin build as well, is because I was told I had to tank, I had to have hit points, I had to have healing, I have to have range spell casting,
Hey, I gave you a challenge. You accepted it.
and the good old Sorkadin fits all those bills.
Anyway, if we want-
I will say, you don't have to have, when you make if you make your first character, you don't have to be that creative about it, and you just, I would say, just understand your character, like how characters work in a game.
For instance, my very first character in 5e was just a big hulking barbarian. Lots of hit points, I get angry, I whack with stick. That's the end of my character's description there.
My first
Yeah.
character was a dragonborn sorcerer. So it
No,
had
don't bring
point
it back up.
and
No.
it had magic.
Yeah, we're not bringing that in.
And as you can tell, everyone who knows of it is traumatized by it.
I
I
wasn't
was
there
very
for it,
proud
and
of that
I'm scared of what I've been told.
I wasn't there for it, and I'm scared.
Should be. That was my favorite one.
But
My first character was a Dragonborn Paladin. Not that interesting.
Yeah. My first character was a human warlock.
Oh, we're free to go, by the way, guys, and I know where we're going. Kind of.
We were regaling Tat with tales of our characters.
Yes.
Oh, I've lost Monitor Rat. Whoops.
Again?
I accidentally moved him over the
I'm going to save
thing
him.
that when it goes down.
Yeah.
But he fell down again.
I'm pretty sure this ladder down here is the exit.
I'm turning
I'll
that
keep
off.
highlighting it.
I'm trying to
Good luck.
lead everyone down.
I always try to play D&D, download a few apps here and there, but I never was able to get into it.
Yeah, that looks about right.
I would
Yeah, it's
say it's probably not the best place to go for it, but D&D Beyond is alright if you just want to make a character. What? How many levels are there?
What do you mean? You built this dungeon, didn't you?
It's been so long since we've entered this dungeon.
I
only-
only managed to get into Dungeons and Dragons because there was a bunch of people who were helping me figure out how to play it. And even now, I still understand like only half the shit that happens.
Yep,
was like,
the
the only
monsters over there.
The only reason why I'd argue against D&D Beyond is because, well, they're really trying to push basically what is 5.5, and it's basically only half compatible with the game at the moment.
Yeah, that's why I said
Oh.
it's not probably the best app, but it's an okay point.
It's good for a beginner.
I feel like everyone has the thought that you need to make the perfect character, but if you make a perfect character with, let's say, 100 pages of a backstory, bullet points here and there, it's going to be hard to fit it into.
If as another DM, if someone actually handed me a 100-page backstory for the character, I would literally hand that back and be like, "You need to point form that. Like, I'm not reading 100 pages."
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I would go up to somebody and it's like, hey, give me a paragraph. I may read it. I'll skim through it, but I'll just grab dot points from it.
I
If it's a
just
fucking thesis, I am disregarding it.
I
Yeah,
just
back-
mean
back
like
when-
as a perfect character, people get into the idea of you make her, but then when you've made it to a point that you consider it perfect, it's hard to feel it into the world.
The more you do with it, the less likely they're going to fit into the world.
And like
that-
I'm a generalist in almost every kind of game I play. I try to have a bit of everything, but in D&D I can't have that. If I do, I'll be stuck with low level everything. So
Yeah,
it's
so
hard for
that's-
me for that.
Typically, as
Okay,
well,
so then-
I like to either provide say like something negative about the character as well, so that the character itself can't be perfect. Like
Yeah.
with this character I'm playing right now, the dex is rather low, so I'm slow, I act slower in combat, and anything area based I have a hard time trying to get out of. I do have
So-
something horrible that happened to my character in a backstory, but that hasn't been discussed on stream at all yet.
Yeah.
No clue when that's going to get cracked into, but I always
well,
like to
eventually.
develop characters with a flaw. So that way, if you feel like your character's perfect, you can then develop on the flaw. Like, why did the character become that way?
Yeah. Like
So-
how my character has no range.
Yeah.
And my
So-
character is weak.
It
They've got no muscles.
depends on how your DM runs the campaign. If you talk to a DM, or GM, or whoever, if you talk to them and give them, I always say, give me dot points. Like, write me down some dot points, give it to me, otherwise I'm gonna forget about it. Um,
Exactly.
and I will
Hey.
try and work it into the story so you have a connection to it. I've recommended like Roll20, Dice20. I forgot the name. It's Roll20. So Roll20 is one of the bigger D&D sites. It's also a site where you can play digital games. We're using Foundry VTT, Virtual Tabletop. That's what we're using, just because it's more customizable. But there's
Foundry can be.
a pain in my ass. Yes.
It's like Foundry can be a touch better because you got all the customization available to you. If you're only just starting, Roll20 is great. It has the basics. You can easily get it all set up. But if you want to go more in depth with things, that's sort of why we've moved over to Foundry.
Yeah. I would also say there are some great D&D communities out there. For example, you have one-shot questers. Like if you have access to Discord, in their Discord they have an entire area for like new players or players that want to try and get into the game or join a group. Like they have an entire section about it.
That's nice of them.
At least last I looked. I don't know. They have gone through a reshuffling on how like their direction. I haven't looked since. I've been but communities like that are pretty good. Additionally, depending on where you live throughout the world, D&D is becoming a great thing, like a great in-person thing. For example, here where I live in the city, there are about, I think, 2 or 3 places that run weekly D&D sessions, like your local card shop. A few of them do D&D now.
Yeah, I know there's a place in the city where it's basically a diner, but you also play like board games, and D&D is one of them.
Yeah, like these in-person spur of a moments once a week things. Usually they run one shots half the time, so you could even if you just want to try the game, you have access to online sites for free. You can download and print off a character sheet, walk in, see if a table will accept a new player, and see if they're willing to give you. If you want to try and do it in person, if you have ability to access that. But like I said, if you don't have the ability to access in-game games, there are a lot of communities nowadays. There's even, I think, someone that's rated me and I've rated them. I think they're called, I think from memory, they're pronounced Prophet. They're an Australian VTuber. They have a section there, Discord, dedicated to D&D groups that they run. And they have like a bit of a D&D community in their community as a whole. So you can find people around for online things. Again, it just depends on how you want to go about it. But yeah. I started in person, I moved to online.
I started in person, still do in person, but I can sometimes do online. It's just online has this real knack to it where it's like you're not fully engaged.
So if you don't have a PC, I would definitely say don't go anywhere near what we're using because it's still being developed. But Roll20 has its own already built UI application for phones and tablets. We can still see documentation. Same with D&D Beyond. But yeah, if you don't really have a PC as per chance, there are options to do online theatre of the mind where you don't have a map. Yeah, you guys can move out water whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah, fair enough.
What if we wanted to go for a swim?
One of my characters literally cannot
Why
swim.
are you
At
We're
least there's
back.
people back in the town now. So
Yeah.
there? But yeah, Theatre of Mind doesn't use maps, it uses descriptions. That's also what I'm more familiar with.
Imagination.
But yeah, again, it depends, like you said. I would say if you want to look into doing D&D, go and watch a few YouTube videos of skits or of like sessions on YouTube. If you have a phone, you should have access to it, like a smartphone. You should have access to YouTube, or something like it, and you can find skits. Or I think there's a group that I watched called Starter Kit, which did a one-shot D&D on, and they showed how they made their character sheets and all that. But again, depends on how you want to go about it. But yes, back to the game. You guys have successfully made it back to the surface.
Ah, finally.
Yeah.
That
I
was
I am going to
a hell of a slog.
use time.
will also say Musha will
Oh.
immediately run over to Yuruk and hug them very tightly as they thought they would never see you again.
I call out to them. Make sure to give Mushu a cake for being a good boy and waiting.
We'll see.
So, how long are we down there for?
That's
I'm
a
getting
good
called
question.
away.
Well,
I'll be
let's
back
see,
in a bit.
You're
We
nearing
did a
3
long
days.
rest. Well, 3
3
days.
days.
Well, you were down there for a
What were
day, almost. Well, you were down there. You had, I think, 2 new days.
Yeah,
Oh.
2 long rests. So
Yeah, so it'd be a day and a half, maybe 2 days. If it was the 2-day mark, it would take you 2 days and a half to get up.
Wow. I'm surprised you guys waited.
Well, the channels that do jokes about D&Ds, they also sometimes do informational videos as well. Well, we did say we would wait.
You did? I don't remember that.
well, it was 3 days ago.
Oh. Anyway, as you can see, people are back.
Yes, they started appearing as the fog started disappearing.
Well, that's good. That means whatever we did down there worked.
Cool. Also, where's the cart?
It's a big ass thing, so I hide it.
Ah!
Being ransacked, it's gone.
It's the horse from your game, Cat. Omega.
They did a mystical. There was a character that was a clown. I think I know the people you're talking about. I'm going to
Is he
commit
talking about Chuckles?
various war crimes.
No,
I'm about to commit the various war crimes.
I mean,
No.
people have called my previous character a clown. They had
Okay,
less than the base intelligence.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Bitsy, you can't eat that.
Bitsy! Why did you get kicked out of your sound? Because they didn't know the difference between lemons and lemon juice.
Well,
Is it
you have to
different?
tell us the difference between lemons and lemon juice, otherwise we might have to kick you out of our group. Look of horror.
Oh,
Man, next time we get to town, Bitsy, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm going to commit various unforgivable war crimes. Yes. They also stream on Twitch. That group.
Yeah, that is true. I need to follow them.
Don't,
really
I
need
already
to follow.
do. I will be wanted in every country.
You need
I don't think-
convention. Do you need
Must
That's
show
right.
them as a guest.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so, what happens now?
we die.
Understandable.
somehow.
Alright, get in the fire.
Well,
Well, what time of day would it be?
it is becoming sundown.
Perfect timing.
hearing
I
long
need a
rest?
rest.
Yeah, I guess time for another long rest.
In that case, do you want to talk about what happened down there tomorrow morning? And perhaps talk to the chief of the village? To find
I'll
out
leave
what
that to the
happened?
charismatic one. Which one of you lot is charismatic?
You think we
Honestly, I think the rat.
know?
What's the rat's charisma?
The rat is innocent.
What's the rat's charisma, though?
The rat will smother
The
you
rat is
nicely.
not the most charismatic one.
I think I am, honestly.
Let me guess, he's off by 1.
No,
Or it's off by 1.
he's off by 2 against the most charming character. You're actually the most charming character, Nez.
I doubt
Yeah,
that.
I suppose you
You
are.
have you have a
sorcerer, well.
+3.
Hey, you're not supposed to save my stats.
Then don't doubt me.
I'll
I got
doubt
a
you anyway.
+3. Yeah. Okay, fine. Who's the leader of you fools? Also,
We don't have a leader.
Ulrich, you can stop stealthing.
I mean,
Sure.
I think technically at that point, if we're talking about the leader, I would probably have to say Ulrich because I'm sort of not in their adventuring group, technically speaking.
Oh, don't put me as the leader. I hate
No,
being the
I'm
leader.
voting Ulrich. I'm voting Ulrich.
Would you prefer to follow Chaos's lead?
Do it fair.
Ooh,
I would take that
exactly.
responsibility.
I'm also technically not part of your group. I'm just sort of followed you around.
Stalker.
Are
Hey,
you
you
sure?
know I followed you. You haven't stopped me
I
yet.
mean, that is its definition to what you just said.
Yeah, but have you stopped me from following you around?
No, but we haven't let you either.
You haven't
You're
stopped me, so
like that
therefore you need to.
annoying voice in the back of my head that just doesn't want to go away.
You only have one of those?
I have a perfect 11th level character. That
Who said I had one? I'm just saying one of them doesn't want to leave. The others don't mind a vacation here and there.
Oh, okay. So that's where they come
Anyway.
from. They visit me at the most inopportune times.
Yeah, they come
Anyway,
back
I want
for
to go sleep
vacation.
now. Anyway, I'm asleep because I am tired.
That is fair.
Well, I'm guessing everyone's going to do it, so we'll just get that out.
dying. Yay.
We'll just get that
So many
out. Holy shit.
So many spell slots used.
Also,
Oh god, time stopped again, guys. Where is he? Where is Dio?
Well, I have to stop it, otherwise people will start doing things where I need.
You think we can't?
What are you doing?
Are you tempting me, sir?
Where is the thing? Where is the thing? There is a thing.
There is the
Leave that alone,
thingy
yeah?
thing. Da 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 da.
Why would you want a thingy thing?
Because thingy things are funny.
Hey, why am I rolling religion?
Because you've been asked to. And it's also a hidden thing, man.
Oh,
Yes, it was just meant to be you. No one else was meant to know.
I've got a feeling those dice numbers are also hidden from me.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw numbers on the
Also-
dice. I think
So,
that's what it actually.
as you go and take a rest at your campsite, two of
Oh, no.
you begin to dream and wander throughout. These two individuals seem to wake up in what seems to be a temple.
oh, not this shit again.
Now, going alphabetically. Omega. Your character wakes up in an area more cleaner. I almost lost for live right now. What the hell? Stream crash. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Who knows? It's Twitch. But you seem to find yourself in what seems to be the temple from before, but it seems to be cleaner, brighter. As you continue down this corridor in the temple, you come to a place where there are 3 basins, 2 of which are now lit. And if you look around, you seem to see a torch laying down near a column. You see inscriptions almost being made out along the wall.
What do they say?
You can't make it out to that point.
Hmm. Can I go over to them? Or to the writing?
You can go up to it, but again, it still is as foggy as you were from a distance. But you're able to tell instead of writing, they're more pictures.
Hieroglyphics.
The way I talk is funny.
Hmm. And
I get caught up.
And my accent, oh my god, man! I don't know
you
what my
said-
accent. Anyway,
how many of the you said the basins were lit up? How many of those were there?
3. Both left and right
Um,
are alight.
Okay. Can I you do the ritual cost of detect magic again?
You are unable to do so. I'm perfect for
Yeah.
a narrator. I don't know about that.
I have some audiobooks I wish you to read out.
And is the room like sized down to me, or is it full height?
What you know, it is a temple. As far as the eye can see, it is a temple. You cannot see the end of it.
Yeah, but is it like standing here? The basins, are they bigger than me or smaller?
To you, well, to anyone, it feels as though the basins are the biggest things in the room. Everything else seems to fit your race.
Huh. Odd.
I should also
How
say-
close? Is there anything else in this room with me, or is it just the basin and the torch and column?
Well, there are other columns going up,
Yeah,
but that
but
is
there
the
anything else?
general description of what's in the room. There's,
Okay.
if you look around, you'd be able to find a little bit of rubble here and there and dirt, and the place isn't the cleanest, but it seems to be cleaner than the last time you visited.
Interesting. Well, given there's not much else I can do, or else I can do, take it to the other person who's dreaming.
Okay. Neza. Your character finds themselves in a glittering white temple. There is not a speck of dust, rubble, or dirt anywhere. As you walk down, you see that the floor is made of marble. The walls depict a brilliant story of how the world may have came to be and how 3 beings fell. And when you get to the basins, all 3 are alight. But where you left your torch, there is none to be seen.
Okay. What colors are the fires from the braziers?
a brilliant, like a normal fire, just magnificent in all the sense.
Okay. So quite obviously, I'm going to take an extra look at things, especially on the story that's carved out in the wall.
So, the story that is carved out on the wall depicts how external forces arrived, how a sanctuary was being affected, how the sanctuary put up its walls, and it had its gate constructed and opened and closed. It depicts beings coming into existence, more powerful beings than mere mortals, but probably not on the sense whoever built this place. It then depicts a great war between these powerful beings, as though a clash of gods transpired. And it depicts that three gods that stood there from the beginning of the sanctuary fell and disappeared from the sands of history.
Would I know who those three people are?
You do not know who those three beings are, as their faces are not inscribed. You can only see silhouettes. But there are other beings that are inscribed into these paintings, into these walls, that seem to look very familiar to the gods that you are aware of.
Are there any one of them that are more prominent?
To you, one sticks out the greatest. One that you know for a very long time. It's as though you are seeing a part of their story in this tale.
And if I know them well, what would their name be?
Yeah, get up notes. Holy shit.
I'm making you dig through your notes now, huh?
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
I'm not playing a character that's beneath average intelligence.
Hold on, maybe I need to get your character sheet. Hold on. Oh my god, how the hell do I say this?
There are lots of ways you could say it if it's the exact one I'm thinking of.
I'm just gonna post it instead. I'll post it in this chat as well. I
I'd
can't.
love to hear you pronounce that name.
Right, pronounce it.
Never. I'll get Google Translator to pronounce it.
I'd love to hear Google Translate pronounce it too, but that's something I'm gonna do in my own time.
Oh.
Also,
Okay.
don't look at your character sheet for a moment.
Already am. Too late.
Get out of it.
I have my character sheet up 24/7, just so you know.
Thank you for the hydrate. I'll hydrate first, and do I have to do to your character sheet?
Do I actually need to close it off?
Just for a moment.
Okay. I'm gonna get back there and hey, look, this is my character anymore. My rest of the
Hey, why am
character's
I
been
now?
stripped away.
Hey, why am I? Hey, why am I now an astronaut?
Oh, what the frick is it?
Exactly.
Why isn't it not there? Alright, give me one moment. I just need to grab.
One.
Because
Oh,
there's a lot of things you can do that will completely break the character.
Is it going to work? That is my question.
Wonder what he's doing.
Can I make a thingamabob?
You should do.
I can't. Oh well. I can't put it there, but that's fine. That's fine. You can now look at your character sheet, find what you can. Aim for posture trick and stretch, whatever.
What do you mean, find what I can?
Find what
I'm
has
looking-
changed.
Am I really doing an inventory hunt now?
It's not in your inventory, I will say that.
I mean, I can tell you that all torches non-stacking anymore, so that's a change.
Oh, what?
All my torches aren't stacked anymore, so that's a change.
Really? How did that break?
My tinder boxes aren't stacked. That's a second change. I've already found 2 changes.
Maybe it's in your.
They're stacked for me, or what do you mean?
No, they are in each individual inventory slots for me.
Oh, you were talking about the backpack.
Oh.
Oh god. How did that happen? I didn't touch those.
You tell me. You've made a change, and hey, look, they're not stacked anymore.
Well, the change that I did is in your effects.
Final tab.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, should be.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can see it.
Have you made it public for him?
Should be.
Oh, hey, I can tick Diamond Soul.
That's special traits, not.
Gain proficiency at all saving throws.
I know what's changed, man.
So do I. They're my torches.
And your tinderbox. Don't forget the tinderbox.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now, any
Yeah.
more questions about the place you're currently in?
Okay, is the fire warm, cold, neutral? Do I feel it at all?
Neutral. It's.
I have a question. about
I would say it is as though it's almost like body heat.
I have a question about the room I'm in.
That's
Yes.
a low
real quick.
temperature fire.
The torch on the floor, is it lit?
No, it is not.
Is it? I'm assuming it's sized down for
I
me.
spelled that wrong.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over and pick it up.
You pick up a torch.
Ba-da-da-da.
Ba-doom.
You may add it to your
I mean-
inventory.
Nice.
You can
I
take
actually
it
don't
out
have a torch.
dream.
Apparently. I assume it would be loot?
It is just a torch.
No, wait, what would it be counted as, though?
A torch.
Consumable content?
An item.
An item.
A consumable item.
Ding.
It's technically, if you light the torch, it does get consumed to provide light. Unless,
There
of
we go,
course,
now I have
I'm disagreed with.
No, that's how. Is the torch special in any way? No, it is a normal torch.
It is now.
The chat has blessed it so.
Yeah, it's now a chat-less torch. No, but if I
And
look
there's-
forwards and backwards, do I see any end to the pathway?
No.
Can I light the torch I have?
You may light the torch.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
How do you wish to light it?
Magic.
Yeah.
With this
Like
wand of fireball that I've received from the party.
Using the basin, fly over and
That
light
will
it.
not light that torch.
Goddamn, the fire's broken.
The fire's broken. A glitch in the matrix, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's a low
Yeah.
temperature fire, so it does make sense.
Uh,
Well,
Alright,
here's the
I'll
thing.
use-
Omega wouldn't be able to feel any heat coming from the fires.
Yeah, so low temperature.
Cut out the fire. It's literally broken.
Do you
Alright,
have
can I
a
use-
firebolt to light it?
Yes, I do.
You are unable to cast magic.
Right.
You're in a dream, man. How? Well, as far as you
Oh,
believe you're in a dream.
Oh wait, since you're in a dream, just will it to existence.
Oh, I'm lucid dreaming now. I wish for.
Bananas.
Oh, I love a lucid dreaming.
Yeah,
Thing is,
I
I
don't
don't
dream normal
have
dreams.
a
I actually just
window
have
box.
lucid dreams. It's sad.
I have no way of lighting the torch otherwise.
So you cannot light the torch.
Apparently, because apparently I don't have a tinderbox in my Dungeoneer's pack.
Is that where my second tinderbox came from?
Did you steal my tinderbox?
Apparently.
If I stole, I have a -1 to sleight of hand. How you didn't see that is beyond me.
Can I use any of my, I don't know, my smithing tools to light it?
Sure.
Cool. I'll use my smith tools that I have in my dream, but not my technology. Anyway, yeah, I like the torch using tools.
You light the torch using your smithing tools.
Cool. Does it help me see anything around?
Nope. You now have a lit torch.
Does it produce heat?
It is producing heat.
Huh. If I walk over to the pillar again,
Well, depending how you use smithing tools, they can light a torch.
Yeah, that's true.
if I walk back over to the column, does the torch help me see? Or is it not going to help at all here?
It does not help at all.
Man, if I was my other character, I could absolutely make you just entirely walk away from the game at this stage, Demon.
I know, and it's and I'm yeah.
Well,
In
you're
fact,
absolutely
God take
useless.
mercy.
I put the torch into the the basin.
Put the torch in which one?
The one closest to me.
Okay. You've now
the
put a
middle.
lit torch inside of a fire. It doesn't burn.
And given I literally have nothing else I can do, I'll just wait till I wake up.
Are you gonna leave it in there?
No, I'll take it back out
Okay.
and just put it on the floor again.
You put a lit torch on the floor.
Oh, I have no way of putting it out because I have no magic. And I don't wear shoes.
Technically, if you hit something with it, it goes out.
Alright, fine, I'll hit the basin with it.
You hit the basin with it. Okay.
Look, what else am I supposed to be doing here?
Right.
Apparently I have no spells, so I can't do anything.
I mean, you could also theoretically put it out with a
What you
water
consider.
skin.
I know what you meant.
Alright, fine. Regardless, the torch is getting put out.
Yes, either way the torch is getting put out. One way is safer to you,
Oh.
one way is not. Which way do you pick?
Using my water skin on it.
Okay, that's the safest choice.
It'll be funny if we said, well, that's the unsafe choice.
And then I just put the torch back into my bag.
Okie doke.
And I just wait till I wake up.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Also, apparently
so-
I was wrong. I do have a tinderbox. I'm blind.
My tinderbox! Where'd it go?
Anything else from you, Nez?
Well, the basins don't have like a hot fire, So I'm gonna take a look inside of the basins and see if there's anything I can see on the inside of them. And by
You,
that, I don't mean I'm not going to shove my face inside of it, but I'm like going to stand somewhat close to it and sort of look inside of it, see if I can see anything.
you look inside of it, and it seems as though if the fire itself is being produced out of nothing.
Does the fire smell at all?
It does not.
Magic flame.
Is there anything under the basins?
Only what the basins are sitting on. Eh.
Okay, so as of right now, that's probably the only things I can think of. So for the rest of the time that I'd be in there, I'd be studying the wall.
I see. I will also mention this to Yunez. You have a feeling that this is going to be the last time you're coming to this place for a long time.
There is a lot of things I could say to that, and all of them you're going to hate me for.
I'm just letting you know. But if there's nothing else you guys are going to be investigating, you guys would slowly the space you're in would slowly fade to black as you would fall into a deep slumber, which then you would wake up in the real world. And for the rest of the party, nothing else happens.
That was a weird dream.
Yeah, chaos. This is exactly what was going through my mind because that's what I've got on it.
Weird dream. Why do I have a torch on my hand all of a sudden?
My God.
What do you think? What do you think would happen if I did that action?
Do it.
No, I'm not that type of character.
Oh.
I'm scared. I'm so scared right now.
Yeah. Nez, this torch that Anki is holding in her hand does look slightly familiar to you.
Yeah, I mean, out of game, I sort of figured it was my torch, but
Huh. Where the fuck did I get this torch from? Hey, who wants a
well,
tiny
if you're
torch?
holding it, that's entirely up for you to describe.
Keep it. So anyway, did anyone else have a weird dream?
Nope.
Fine. I had a good night's sleep.
I mean, kinda. Wasn't out of the ordinary for what's been happening recently, but
Well, anyway, so who's talking to the village leader, whatever it's called?
Well, since
Really?
somebody needs to update the guild about this place, I think Veldon should be the one to properly do that.
The guild?
I mean, I can if you want, but I mean, if I'm writing things down anyway.
I mean, you might as well get the information from the source.
Mhm.
Because I'm assuming that you would also want a copy if you used to hand in as well.
That would be nice. You do
And
paperwork so much better and more better than I can.
Or you're blind,
I'm
so
sorry,
it makes sense.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Hand it into who?
The guild,
The guild.
What guild?
adventuring guild.
You say that like I meant to know who those are.
Is it something you can eat? Is it delicious?
Dude,
you're a
we've been
part
getting
of
quests
it,
from them for a while.
Oh, them.
You have.
Yes, the other two people here are known as adventurers, and their guild is how they get missions. Technically speaking,
We get
Yeah.
paid.
that's how a lot of people find their way of living around here.
Huh.
We get paid for killing people.
And then you have the other
Really?
people like that.
I'm sorry. Do you mean an assassin?
No, we just go
No,
around destroying and massacring and genociding everything, and we get paid for
Jesus,
it.
the cops returned again.
not exactly true. We take care of individuals who are bad guys that the local guard can't seem to take care of or is outside of their jurisdiction.
We just massacred an
Yeah,
entire dungeon. I'm pretty sure that
yeah.
counts as them.
So you're assassins, but with a license.
I mean, that's probably one way to think about it. I can't say you're incorrect with
I'd say
the
more.
traveling I've
I'd
done
say
with them.
more mercenaries is the closest, because we can also
Are you
escort people from place to place too if we're paid for it. But yeah, mostly killing.
Yeah, did any of us actually find where the chieftain lives, or do I need to ask around that for that as well?
I'm pretty
look
sure
around?
someone found it. I forgot who.
Pretty sure it'd be the big house out here in the corner. That or one of the bigger houses here in town.
I thought that was the inn.
Yeah, the
Most
bigger
likely.
house I thought was the inn.
That scene.
Oh, that's a chieftain house, maybe. Oh no,
Alright,
all the
so I guess
crossing.
I'm gonna have to go knocking on doors then.
Yep.
Are these two people I can see to the left out?
Yes.
Okay, so I will, I guess, start walking up to the closest one that I can see.
I will join you in that.
Okay, so while I'm walked close to him, what does he look like?
He looks to be an kind of between like your 35, 40-year-old male. He seems to be more of a farmer type person.
Okay,
Doing
but
some
human,
morning
elf,
stretches.
dwarf.
A human.
Okay. So I'm gonna call that to him as I start walking up and say, hello. Do you by chance know where your chieftain's house is?
The chieftain's house? Yes. Well, if you're looking for the chieftain, you wouldn't have much luck going there right now. But
Do you
usually,
have
he's by his boat at this time of day.
do you happen to know who's the next in charge then?
The next in charge is usually the one that looks after the crops. Old Farmer Han.
Now, I believe we actually took that boat that was on the lake there, and that was how we got down into the dungeon itself, so that's technically not there, just as so you know the DM.
Yes, I know.
We stole the chieftain's boat.
Apparently, but we're not going to say that.
The chieftain's just standing there, completely complex on how to get his boat back.
Yeah, so the person with the boat doesn't exactly help us too much. So I will bid this fellow a good day, and I will start heading off down to where I'm assuming the crops are down here.
Yeah.
Surprised Mushu isn't following around his dad.
What?
Surprised Mushu isn't following his dad around.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot that I have
How
two
could
characters.
you
Good to
forget
go.
about
It's
Mushu?
been a while, okay?
And I
It's
feel left out
It's
the
okay.
only one having a companion. Is this how Crispy 2.0 comes into play?
give me Crispy's character sheet and I'll input them into this.
Do you actually want to level 11 one? That's what it is right now.
Well, then you can wait until they get to level 11.
No, I don't really care about having a companion because I don't want to run into the whole "oh, everyone's twice as strong, so there's twice as many people now" thing. Because that will kind of
And
screw with the
Tiberius.
counterbalance.
I'm quite aware.
Okay. So, what do these people look like? I'm assuming around the same.
They're around the same, but the far one seems to be quite older.
Okay, so I will sort of wave to the closer one, and I'll say, "Hello, sir. Do you happen to know where the second in charge is?"
Ah, you're talking about Father Harm? He's just over there, as he points over his shoulder.
Thank you
makes
very
sense.
much. And I will take my time to walk around the crops. I'm assuming you were talking about this one down here. Huh?
Yes.
Now stop double clicking, I swear to God. So I get up to here, and then I will call out to the one in front of me. Is he still human and all that?
He seems to be a bit of a mixed race. He looks to be more half human, half elf.
Hmm. I'm assuming we're not playing by normal half-elf rules.
No,
What's all half please?
they're
A
despised by
conversation
everyone.
that's yeah. So a conversation that's probably left for not on stream if we're getting into that. That's why I just left the
Right.
question at
I
that.
usually don't deal with that anyway, unless it's a particular character.
I had no clue. That's why I asked.
No, you're fine.
Because it was
Also,
a yes or a no would change how
if
I
I was
tackle
playing
it.
by that rules, I would have to go after the undead 24/7. So I've made the ruling as in your race doesn't affect how you are spoken to. Your actions do.
That's fair enough. I just have to ask because I don't think I've encountered a half race before. Is
No,
half race the correct term to use there?
Technically.
technically, yeah.
Okay. So I will call out to the half elf fellow, and I will say, "Good day, sir. Are you the second in command for this town?"
Yes, that is I. I am the one known as Farmer Han.
Papa John.
Do you know what happened to this area?
I can't. Happened. What do you mean happened?
I thought as
Okay.
much.
Do you have a place we could sit down and have a talk?
We can go to the inn if that is what you want, or we can go for a private place.
Private might be better.
Then we can
I
go.
don't particularly want any type of panic getting around to everyone else.
We can go to my house. It's just over the other side of the field.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Okay, he will then walk out, walk past you, and he will guide you to his house, which is.
I think I saw your guys will stop here. I'm assuming you don't have like a map of the inside.
I do not. No.
Okay, so I will just I'll move 5 feet forward, so I'm in this building.
Yeah.
So I just also don't overcrowd it.
I will just say now, if it's if it's like an inn, yes, I'll have an inside. But for small towns and for probably one time use buildings, I'm most likely not going to have a map for.
That's fair.
I feel like I've traumatized you when you tried to theater of the mind houses in the past.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
But his house is quite cozy. It seems to be a house more lived. Why are you all the way up there?
I don't know.
Because Chaos
Is he trying to break out the map?
Yeah, Chaos is being chaotic and he's doing his own little mission. The DM said, no, you can't do this.
Look, he's just going
doing
for a
laps around
run.
the lake.
He's doing a lap around the lake.
Yeah, he's just
Getting my
exercising.
daily
He's getting his.
jogging.
Yeah,
I'm getting my
Monsieur
daily
Rat,
jogging.
Monsieur Rat needs to burn off some calories before Chaos gives him an entire cake like Mushu did.
Oh,
Okay. In any case, so I will follow the gentleman into his house and I'll sort of pull out bits of paper out of my backpack as well. And I'll say, what is the last thing that you remember?
Well, the last thing I remember was waking up, having my morning meal, and going to work, which was not that long ago.
Do you know the date of when that was?
So he gives you a day, of about, I believe it's been a month from your current day. So that's I kind of want to use the calendar of the world, but let's say what in theory, if we're going to use like 12 months, it would probably be the 18th of the fourth month, which would
Well, I was just going to end up pointing to, because there'd be a date on one of the contracts I've picked up, sort of showing him as well that it's not that date anymore. That's what I was getting at.
yeah, I gathered. I'm just saying, as like a point of reference, you could say you're nearing you would be in the fifth month of the country's calendar.
Each country has a different calendar. Damn.
Well, this world is not solid.
I mean, time zones do exist.
When I mean not solid, I mean like an entire part of the world can float off into outer space.
Oh,
We
Yeah.
found your airship.
We just played the Loft by D&D.
Oh god.
I did state this before. Like
so that's why we need an edge.
yeah, like the sea only goes a certain distance before it falls off to a chasm.
Oh my god, guys, the world is flat.
Okay, but in any case, then I will say to him that everyone in this town has effectively been missing for the past couple of months. Then, and I'll sort of pull out the relevant contract and I'll sort of pass it over to him. And I'll say, I came down here because I was sort of interested to see why this town had almost entirely lost contact with the outside world.
He looks at you as though if he's trying to figure out if you're being serious or not. But as you continue, his face begins to darken as fear and confusion sets in.
And furthermore, there is someone in this town who may have made an enemy of someone else because it was a little ways away, but there seemed to be a town basically full of undead.
I can't say for sure if people have enemies, since most people here don't leave. I just. A few days ago, I guess my time, as he begins to try and recall some memories, there was a strange fellow in town, but I can't put my finger on it. It's blurry.
Are there any details that you could tell from what you remember?
I remember him muttering about how he needs to do his job so he can go back to his master's side to see if it's possible to get an energy from the area. I'm not sure. I just heard muttering. Bits and pieces.
Because I can't quite say exactly what it was he was up to, but he seemed to have something that was doing something to this town. So when he was in the undead town I was talking about, which I have no clue if that's still going to be a threat, that might be something we need to check out once I make sure everyone in the town is actually safe.
I do believe that all of the undead are just taken care of when we took care of the main guy. DM, do
Well,
correct.
We didn't encounter any
Never
other ones
check.
when we left.
Yeah, you guys left. You guys don't know.
Yeah, that is true.
But he did seem to have something which he teleported into some type of dungeonous thing at the bottom of your lake.
There are rumors that there might be an old stronghold beneath the water didn't think it was true.
Not only is it true, there's about 5 dang levels to the thing.
And filled with some fish folk.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you guys like shark meat, there's quite a lot of it down there.
Shark meat? Never had it.
Shark bait, hoo ha.
Ooh ha ha, ooh ha ha, ooh ha ha.
But yes, I'd be worried about things coming up from out of there as well.
I will have to report this to the local Adventurers Guild. Well, we don't have one in town, so it'd be one of the neighbouring ones.
Did you want to have that be reported on the down low, or would you prefer us to take your report somewhere as well?
Are you... Did you come here perhaps on a quest?
I believe so, yes.
Yes, that would be the contract that I slid in
Then,
front of you.
if you're willing, I don't have much, but I can give you some food for the road to deliver a letter to the Adventurers Guild in one of the neighbouring towns, no matter which direction you head.
Well, I would prefer if you make sure all of your people here actually has enough as well, because I wouldn't want to take any reward and then your people need to starve. That would just not be right with me.
I believe we will be fine, especially if what you say is true. We would probably be evacuated until a proper royal investigation is conducted and concluded.
Okay, so where was the Atlas? Now, I'll say that our next destination after this, I believe, was on the way to King's Watch.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Yeah, you guys have two directions you can head to.
I mean, that is exactly what I looked at the Atlas for, because I couldn't remember the exact place's name.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also letting the person in front of me know that King's Watch would be our next destination. So
I
would that be
see.
applicable for whatever you wanted to be handed in?
That may actually be preferable.
Would you know how long before you would want to or need to evacuate?
No. Probably if it probably takes them a couple of weeks after they receive your letter, but I will convene after you leave a town meeting and we will discuss, well, the adults will discuss on how we will move forward for the safety of the children.
Yeah, because I would like to double check the other town nearby to make sure there isn't any lingering threat there. Like, would you want any help with preparations or anything?
No, we should be fine on that front.
Okay, so I will gladly deliver your letter.
Thank you.
As someone's running around the entire goddamn house.
I can see that.
Yeah.
They would say give them a few minutes to get that letter. But if in the meantime you're willing, if you wanna just have a look around the village, see if you see anything unusual.
Yes, I will do so. You've probably
Yeah.
seen our car. We'll probably end up being there shortly. That gives you some idea of where to drop the letter off once it's finished.
Yeah, I'll go and tell the others. Yeah,
Very
that
well.
chaos.
I will
Yep.
deliver it momentarily. Thank you for all your help so far.
That is okay. I'm glad to know that Well, I hope everyone is safe and sound now. I'll be glad once you all are. But I suppose this does give you the heads up on all that now, so that you can potentially get preparations done.
Thank you. I will see to it as soon as I am possibly able to. First, I just need to wrap my head around it a little bit.
Okay, well, please take the time you need. If you need us to be around for a bit longer, I'm sure I could probably convince the others to stay around for a touch longer. And then I will stand up and I'll extend my hand in a handshake.
He will take your hand and thank you for everything that you and your party have done for them so far, even knowing that they are probably mostly unaware of it all.
Yes, this is why I'd prefer to do it in a private place so that panic doesn't get out in the general public. I figure you would know your people more so you could be more diplomatic towards them.
Thank you.
Yeah, so then I would turn to leave. And if he has... Well, my shield would be on my back, which would be emblazoned with the Free Wind Company's logo as I leave.
He would catch notice of that, and he would slightly raise, like his eyes would slightly widen, as he would then mention to you that perhaps he will give you 2 letters, one for the guild and maybe one for your group.
Well, very well. I've usually been writing down stuff that happens in my travels to hand over, but I'll also gladly pass your message on to them as well.
And he would thank you for that.
Okay, so for the next little bit, I would indeed go on a little bit of a patrol around the town to make sure I don't see anything amiss. And then we can go to other people if they wish to do any roleplay as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Why?
I went to everybody else just to say what's going on, then go and patrol myself.
Yes. While they were having that conversation, though, what were the other people doing?
Well, I would like to take that little artifact we found back in the place that seemed to rust my steel defender,
Yes.
and I would like to cast Identify on it.
Wasn't Chaos wearing it?
Wearing
No.
what?
Well,
We
I
put
thought you
it
put it.
we put it in the shed. So
I thought he put it back on.
Yeah.
But...
you
I'm
wish
going to
to
use it.
identify. Okie dokie.
yes,
I
I am
wish
casting Identify. I'm
As
casting it specifically as a ritual, so I don't waste a slot.
okie
I
dokie.
mean, we have time to, so yeah, go for it.
So.
Alright.
So what you have discovered is it's called the magic rule.
Magic.
Yes, magic
You
rule.
broke the rules.
So it has a lot of downsides to it.
Mm-hmm.
If an it's an item that will give whoever is wearing it a -3 to hit for spellcasting.
Oh,
It also, depending on how high the level of the spell is, it can even give you a 50-50% chance of failing in casting the spell. Why you wear the amulet, the trinket, it will take double spell slots to cast your spells. If you do not have spell slots, it will take HP over time of 1d6 at every 30 minutes out of combat or every 4 rounds.
Right, that's pretty good.
In return, no matter your spell list or class, with DM approval, it will allow you to do any spell of your access to spell level and caster.
Oh,
Can you
But no
define
matter the
access
class?
spell level?
So, if let's say you're a fighter, and let's say you want to cast, and let's say if you were technically a mage and you would have access to fireball at your level that you're currently at, you would be able to cast fireball.
that's interesting.
So for all the
Hang
But also
downsides
really,
it gives you, it will give you that in return.
Hang
So-
on, that's pretty good.
So
Because,
basically, we could wait until level 18 and then we get a free wish each.
I mean, here's the thing. You can
Here-
even multi-class and also then get the higher level spells of one of those classes.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, but
but reminder, it does also kill you.
Yes. It still gives, even if you're casting the spell through a thing, it still gives you that 50% to fail, plus the -3 to hit. It is still also DM approved. So you won't be able
Yes.
to use wish every person. Additionally, if you take the amulet off, it would start to lose its charge. Meaning it would start to lose its effect.
and I feel like with the double spell slot usage, the only characters that can get use out of it at that point would be martial characters.
Hmm. But they don't have spell slots.
I mean, do you have to attune to it, or
You
We
do not.
didn't.
you do not need to attune to it? Oh boy, this has just gone good. So you
Oh,
cast your spells as normal, then you put it on, and then you can cast additional spells when you're all out of spell slots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You put it on, you cast
No.
the spell, you take it off. Technically, no downside to that.
hmm,
It's a
I don't know.
backup feature. Essentially,
Well,
when we're all out of spell slots, but you need to cast those spells, you just put it on as an action, and also
Yeah,
there
although-
you go, spells.
That could be considered cheese, so it's up to the DM if that's how they actually want it to function.
Well, it's
That-
non-attunable,
it is-
so
That is.
They literally said. He literally said it takes 2 spell slots to cast.
Alright, hold on.
yeah. But when you're
Yeah.
all out of
Hold
spell
on,
slots,
I've
it takes
I've
1d6 of health.
I double read it. It is attunement.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah,
There's
so
downsides.
the fact that it takes 2 spell slots per spell, no matter what, means a spellcaster can't use it.
Yeah, if it wasn't
Well, I won't
attunement,
say.
then we can just.
It's not
yeah.
per. I've kind of worded my explanation of it wrong. It slowly takes an extra spell slot. So let's say if you cast a spell slot level 1, it's not going to take 2 straight away. Let's say it would over like the same amount of time like it would for like for damage to non-casters, it would take a spell slot. You get to choose the spell slot you lose. It is an over time. I have said it incorrectly. I have just double read the thing.
So what? Like every 3 rounds, you lose a spell slot or something like that?
Every 4 rounds.
Ah,
that-
okay.
Because it's attunement and you're forced to wear it, you will not have any spell slots unless it's at the start of the day at that point. Because so you'd be losing a spell slot every 24 seconds. And if it's attunement, you have to wear it for at least 8 hours.
Yeah, but then the spell wouldn't be in effect until you attune to it.
Yeah, but once you're attuned to it, that downside's now permanent. You're losing a spell slot every 24 seconds.
I will say this. I am willing to adjust it to make it more playable. Which we can discuss off stream.
Yeah, I think a change to it is like when you cast a spell 4 turns later, you lose a spell slot.
Regardless.
See, it's like that's
Let's
still
put that
taking
up.
double spell slots to cast a spell, which means it's not worth it on a spellcaster.
Yeah,
put
but
that, to put that into
Anyway,
perspective,
I'm gonna... Anyway, let's continue on with what we're doing. We're gonna put
Yeah,
this
that we can
away
discuss
now.
afterwards.
Yeah, we can discuss afterwards. It was something I was writing up the time as a funny little thing, just like a funny thing. It's not something that is necessary
That's
to play
fair.
with.
That's fair.
It's just a funny thing you can set up for a bit of a profit as well. But if we want to use it as a thing, we can adjust it off stream. Because I'm trying to give it
Right.
to you so you have something good, but I don't want it to be like so overpowered.
That's
I
fair.
mean, I have a great idea as like a Hail Mary type item, but again, we can save that discussion for off stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have that open off screen.
But the reason why it's called magical rule is because it allows you to break the rule.
I wish for rules to be.
But yeah, that's what I
Rule
was doing
breaker.
during the. That's what I'm doing during the time. What's everyone else doing?
I would still be in the conversation with this man.
Chaos is running
Yeah,
around
I
the map.
would still be listening in. So
I have Monoshore Rat use identify as a ritual to identify the where is it? I've lost it.
the bell.
Not the bell. The unidentified gem. Like we know what it is, but it's still labeled unidentified. So I want that
We know
sorted.
what it is.
Wait, where is this?
My inventory. It's in consumables for some reason. The apple gem. The gem apple stone. I'm gonna call it.
What?
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Yay.
Gem
Now I
of
just need to get the
intent.
other. Now I just need the. Now I just need the others.
You're
What are the
making
four?
the infinity gauntlet. They're consumables
No.
because they're meant to give you a boost in a tight pickle.
It's called the
Yeah.
Infinity Fruit Cup. Thank you.
It's meant to be it's meant to be a fail safe in case I make an encounter too hard by accident.
It's gonna be the cup of fruit stats.
That's why
Oh
I
my
give
god! Blend them all to a smoothie.
Yes.
No, wait.
The smoothie of infinity.
The smoothie of the
Infinity
gods.
smoothie. The infinity smoothie.
what is this going to
The
be?
infinite fruit. No, guys, you're mistaken. The infinite fruit salad.
Yes.
Alright. At this time,
Drink juice.
where are we heading to next? If there's nothing else people are doing in this village. Because that is what it seems
well, the
is
next-
mostly heading towards.
I would vote next town over to see if it's still full of undead, or next encampment over. So I do want to double check to make sure they're not in danger of that.
Oh, the necromancer's castle thing goes over here.
Yes, even if we only go in and take a look through, say, 2-3 rooms.
I mean, sure. But if I get bitten by a mummy lord again, I swear to God.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. We'll cut your arm off so it doesn't spread.
I'm already disabled.
Don't worry,
You don't
dude.
let-
I'll build
don't
you
let
a
that
new
window.
one. Dude, I'll build you a new one.
But I like the arm that I have.
But it'll be
You have another
better.
one. You'll be fine.
I mean, if you're really that worried about it, if there are undead there, then we can potentially request help from King's Watch there because we don't have the capabilities of dealing with the type of undead that's there.
Nor are we being paid for it.
That's
I
if
suppose
you
that's
get to
what I would
King's
be-
Watch.
Would be able to do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a threat? Did I just hear?
Boy, you guys are moving away from it last time. Well, you were going the long route, I should say.
We're going the long route because we wanted to go here instead of the other place before going there.
So, are you telling me I made an entire map for nothing?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I
Maybe.
didn't think we'd have to go backwards.
Anyway, to the weird necromancer castle.
Because
Walking
I'm
the Dead, I believe.
necromancing, everyone's dancing.
Now it is reaching 6:45. It is actually past that now, which gives you plenty of time, GM, if you actually wish to keep going.
Yeah. Didn't you say that you need to finish at 7 or something today?
Yeah, I got work before the sun rises tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh, early
which-
one.
Which is why I'm giving you ample time, because there's 15 minutes left until that point.
Yes. I will say, once you head over there, you'll probably be back and that'll be 7 o'clock.
Okay, I mean, we could, or did you want us to actually go there to explore it, or is it just going to be like a narrative exploration?
There's nothing really there to be found. If you go there now, you will notice that the undead are no longer there, and it is daytime.
Alright.
Okay, so if the undead were there, then I'd be satisfied. We'd probably come back here, basically make preparations to start the next step of our journey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That is why I'm asking, where do you want to head next? Because that will be probably where we're finishing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I believe we were just going to be going to King's Watch after this, because I had no clue that Alablasterville was even on the radar.
I think the only reason
Yeah.
that we wanted to go there is because of the funny name.
Yeah.
I
that
mean,
sounds
I
about
don't
right.
remember the town of that name whatsoever.
So yeah, we're heading to King's Watch. Sounds a bit.
Darkbrook is the town you're currently
Dark-
in.
Yeah, Darkbrook is where we currently are. We left Basalt Mill, and our options were go to Java Vein or Darkbrook, and we chose to go to Darkbrook and then go to King's Watch from there.
Yeah.
I had no clue the other town was even an option for anything. Unless someone has a secret contract for it, in which case, speak up now.
Man, I
Yeah,
can't
I'll
remember
grab
my
hold with
contracts.
Hey, so funny thing, I don't work for the Adventurers Guild, so I don't have any contracts.
So when you're in a village, I will give you the next town that's connected to it, even if you don't have a contract to it.
Ah, that's
Okay.
fair.
That's where you have
Yeah, that's a
Arcane
good-
Lane.
I mean, that is a good way to handle it, but I keep all the stuff I encounter tucked away in my journal. I currently have 11 pages of this shit.
But hey, again, I ain't got nothing. So yeah, I'm just following you lot around.
I suppose from that point, it's
I
like,
had a lot to
where
use
is it
there.
where is it that you were planning on going, Akil? Because I'm not sure if you would care about being an adventurer like these other group here. Nor do I know if you had any destination in mind before you came here.
God damn it.
And I was just exploring, looking for stuff to upgrade my big guy here.
You'd probably have better luck trying to find something to expand his capabilities in King's Watch anyway. So if you wanted to tag
Yeah,
along, feel free to.
I mean, I guess I'm already going with you lot, so might as well.
It is entirely your choice. You can just turn and be like, yeah, no, I don't want to go there.
I
Not like
don't
we've
have any reason to.
done with it.
Thank you for hydrate.
Hey, that's fine.
I mean, it's
fine
such
with
a
it, because
shame
what-
because there is a force around us that draws anybody near us to just join the party.
You know
I'm
that, like,
sorry,
the bad
you are now a part of it. There is no escape.
You say
It's
it like
been
it's a
in-
bad
Yeah,
thing.
see, it is.
It's not.
It'd just be an interesting.
Don't worry,
concept
you
for
will.
someone to-
You will return.
It would be like an interesting concept to have like a player make one-shot characters and they're only there for like one location.
Hmm.
It might get a bit tiring, but it'd be interesting.
That,
So-
that'll actually be a fun thing. Just a character, a player who is just there, and also the DM just hands them an NPC, and so like you're playing them.
I've
Yeah,
offered
I'll
to do
follow
that
you
with the
along.
enemies for the DM before. But that might be a bit too brutal because I do smart enemies because the DM doesn't have to worry about them. Players do.
That is true.
Yeah. No, you took away my ability to circle the party. How dare you?
Help the water, it's
No!
coming.
Anyway,
So yeah. To King's Watch.
How are you
onwards
getting to
to
King's
the
Watch?
watch.
I don't know the map. I don't know.
Via the car?
Yeah. Via the road.
I mean, yeah, the road looks like it comes out down this way.
Hmm.
Unless you're saying that Darkbrook doesn't link up to King's Watch.
Darkbrook does not link up to King's Watch directly.
So how do we get to King's Watch?
You can either keep going the long way, or you can backtrack.
Well, you wanted to explore, so we go the long way. We got more things for you to explore.
Hell
That's
yeah.
fair.
Side
So
quest.
the
It
next
also-
place will be Alabasterville. Hamsterville!
Hamsterville, oh no.
God.
Hang on a
Live
second.
action Hidden
Alabaster.
Lily with Stitch is coming out soon. Hamsterville will be in the sequel.
No. Also, Alabaster, hang on. That sounds like a One Piece.
Oh, you just realized that.
I mean,
No, I
technically
realize
it's named after a gemstone, but
No, I realized it was. It's been a while since I've watched. I knew it was Alabasterville. I knew Alabaster was a reference. Shut up.
Well, I guess onto the cart you shall go.
Oh,
and I will also make sure to receive the 2 letters from the second in command.
Yes. He would come up and give them to you, and thank you again.
Yes, and I will give him a bow and I say, may you and the rest of the town stay safe.
He wishes you all the best, and if fate wills it, he hopes that one day we'll meet again.
Yes, hopefully under more pleasant circumstances, but we could all sit down and have a drink.
We'll meet again.
We'll meet again. We'll meet again.
we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I'm sure we'll meet again
I'm gonna make
someday.
Holy shit.
Somebody once told me.
Now, do I dare go underneath the cart icon again?
Oh, ah!
Are you trying to tell me the cart was cold?
Are you telling me that the card just decided to grow?
Maybe?
Not as cold as our hearts, let's be honest.
What do you mean? Big guy's heart here is incredibly hot.
Oh my god, how... Yeah.
Anyway, to Alabaster. Hopefully we don't meet any villains there.
You're on an adventure once more, my god.
We just never stop.
I
You know,
know.
at some point that's gonna run out.
At what?
Never mind.
I'm just realizing I should probably switch spots with Monosure Rat.
Too
Wow.
late!
They don't like me for some
Alright,
reason.
this map may take
don't
half a
know
year to
why.
load. I wish you all the best.
Well, if it is going to take half a year to load, if we only have 5 minutes left before you gotta basically be heading off.
I am joking, it shouldn't take that long. Let me just quickly...
With my internet?
True.
Our internet?
In my internet?
True.
With my classes.
Because this map is...
Because we can't stop loading anymore. We don't have an option to.
Yeah. Mm.
Alright, here we go. Hold on, I need to do something first.
I'm at 45%.
I'm at 98%, but it's stopped right there.
I'm at 98% too, but I haven't even changed.
oh.
I'm still on the
I have a grey screen.
Nope, I'm still on
I
the
got it.
first map.
So I was pre-loading this map.
Yep, grey
Oh,
screen
it is.
now with 99%. No change. Otherwise.
Well, once you get to this map and zoom out, you understand.
Is
I
it
mean,
like
it
the
is
world
a
map?
city.
Oh, the big map.
It does seems like it's a city by the looks of it.
Funny enough, this is not.
Are
a
you
city.
already loaded in?
No, from the map we have, it looks like a small city. %still.
Da, 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 da. My God, you got. You're still loading.
Yeah, I'm still loading.
I'm still loading.
Yep.
I'm also still loading.
You were on this map before. What do you mean?
And you've changed it. Much like my torches and tinderboxes.
You're never gonna let that down, are you?
Actually, I stole one of your torches. We all know this now.
Technically, you never brought that up, so no, we don't.
Does anyone join me on this
Yep.
map?
I'm stuck at 99.
Me too.
Same. I'm now looking at your stream.
You're
Oh,
at
okay.
99.
Then let me go. GM.
Let's force load another page. What's that? We can't because we're
That's
still
how
loading
big
the
the map is.
previous
If
one.
you look at my screen.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a big map.
Over here.
Dear God, that's a big map.
Hey, I tested it
I
out with a
know.
person with a worse internet here.
Oh no, I'm just looking at your stream, Demon.
Yeah, I tested it out with Nez and he survived. There's this.
Question is, how long did it take him?
Not this long.
Did you change anything about it?
No, I don't think I did.
I don't believe him.
Well, here's the thing.
Man,
One person
wish I could-
connecting
wish I
to my foundry compared to multiple people connecting to my foundry.
Yes, it's probably trying to spread out the information towards everyone, not just one connected user.
Yeah. Oh God, loading in next session is going to be fun, isn't it?
It'll be fine. But anyway, why this happens, I'm going to do this. Check
So you
all-
said we'd be able to load the town before you'd have to head off.
Yeah?
You got
It's not
15
7
Yeah,
seconds.
I don't think
You
we
have
can,
1 minute.
15 seconds actually.
I did say I
10 seconds.
do a bit after. I just can't stay for like game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 7.
Honestly, I think it's going to be quicker for me if I just refresh the page and relog in. That's what I'm going to do.
Fair enough.
I don't want to risk it. If I do that, it might actually take longer.
Do it, you coward.
I might
Okay.
as well.
I don't have a login screen.
Oh no.
Did you break it?
Probably. Probably did. Yes. Very much so.
Technical difficulties, everyone.
Well,
Alright,
we're,
we
going
did.
to,
Oh, I got an ad.
we're going to finish here anyway, so it's fine.
No, it's not. We're just pretending it is. Nothing's ever fine.
Oh man, it's still taking a bit to load up the map.
Mm-hmm.
I got further this time.
Hey, what percentage you're at?
99.
Hey, nice.
Well, I'm now at less. I'm now at 97.
I joined the 99 crew.
Oh, okay. It's back up to 99 again.
Oh god, you guys are hilarious.
So who
Let's
knows?
see who
Maybe
wins
now
first.
it'll.
Let's see who wins.
We're
Whoever
playing
gets
actually
bragging
really
who
rights.
connects to the map first. Let's see.
Whoever connects gets a level up.
You
Whoever
can't-
connects last has to play hide and seek with the other character tokens.
Hey, why we do this? Why don't you find someone else for us to raid Europe?
Might as well.
Because I can mess around. Like I can scribble. I shouldn't
Okay,
add-
then.
I shouldn't
Let's
add
have a
things.
looky here. Who is available?
I saw an icon just swing by my screen, but that was all I saw.
Oh, shoo-wee.
That's all you deserve to see.
Oh, shoo-wee. Whoosh.
No one doing D&D. You recommended?
Oh, I got something. Cannot switch scenes until resources finish loading.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
DM can't even
I
cancel
got
us
something.
loading soon.
Well, I can. Could I turn?
Severing the connection is not canceling the loading.
But I mean, like, if I get off it and it stops loading my perspective, it might speed up you guys. I don't know.
But what if you close it off and we still don't load?
New campaign.
Or make
You've
the map smaller?
You've bricked your entire campaign by making one town too large?
Yeah, I'll cut it up if that's the case.
Yeah, didn't we have to do that with like a dungeon?
No, that was too many.
Oh my god,
walls.
is it the wall problem again?
There are no wall. Well, actually, there are walls, but there's only like 4 walls.
You better hope there's walls.
There are no walls. You can escape the
Yeah,
boundaries.
is it really walls? That's upsetting.
Chaos, you got this. He said there's 4 walls. So
Okay.
either there's a building or a boundary.
It can't be both. You're right. Can't be.
Ah,
My God,
Mm-hmm.
you found someone else to
Yeah.
raid.
He just
I think I have.
You think?
Yes.
Think you do.
Don't think do? Okay.
If I just
Ba, 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 ba.
hey, Cash, you want to just refresh your page?
Again.
Yes.
that's what I did. I just refreshed. And now I'm seeing grey again.
Oh,
Oh. I think I'm free.
where
No,
are you?
Lucky.
yeah, I'm free.
Okay,
There we go.
everyone refresh and you'll come to a title screen.
Will we though?
So what just happened to Anki?
Yes, we are. I just proved it will.
And
Okay.
I will. Well, we're not. Okay, I will just mention this now. It is Mother's Day coming soon, correct?
11th of
Yeah, 2
March.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically 2 weeks now.
If I find time to cut up the map, I will cut up the map.
Okay, fair enough.
If
Also, I
I
found a raiding person.
if I don't have time, we'll be back after Mother's Day.
Fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Okay, the person that we're going to be raiding is neither GX.
When you're first describing the item, this is the one that I was thinking about. Although I know you're not going to be able to do it 1-to-1, but
I've already
Sorry, I'm
posted
just-
it up into the Discord.
I've already
What's that
started
from?
mine.
I'm just
Yeah, same here.
I'm just exploring the compendium pack. Who is John the Sinner?
Don't
Good question.
worry about
Answers for
it.
next time.
Okay, I got a polite
don't
icon.
worry about it.
Anyway, thank you everybody for coming out today.
Yes, thank you indeed. I'm gonna post my links in my chat. But yeah, we'll be back Saturday
Next week.
Yes, Saturday. 7:30 p.m. Central Australian Time for our usual thingamabob. If it's sooner, a surprise. If not, we will see you guys around. Enjoy your time zones.
No, everybody.
Bye.
Oh hell,
Good
demon
night.
supremacy.
I hope everyone's had a good time, and we'll see you either next week or 2 weeks from now. Or 3 weeks from now.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.
And with that, we're ending.